and welcome. Hi, everyone. Sorry, I'm somehow struggling right now. But welcome to, I know, the holidays. Argemontus, the 44th session, though I still need to actually go back and count actual how many sessions these two parties that became one is. Oh, across the bars were. As the party is settling into their newfound role as being mayors of Belmits and trying to really find out what everything means. Had a discussion with Cassie Farwell, a missing noble's daughter who seems to have connections to some unsavory fellows, and a lizard folk who is somehow a pack warlock of Bahar Isfet, but currently trying to break their deal. With all this, people are a little bit curious about a Morzan's tomb, went down to investigate again. A little bit smaller party than before, and forgot how tough it was. A battle against who is commonly referred as Bone Daddy. It completely decimated you as all, and you had to run. Upon running, you discovered a weird creature who was look. Yeah, you just got stuff with a lot. No. It's some creature that is like a fox, lion, like some type of weird chimera creature. Yeah. Um, who did breathe healing spray upon you all and heal you.
That's a weird phrasing.
I didn't know how. Once I said, I'm like, breathe. Yeah.
Real world, we're all like, do not breathe on me in D&D, please.
Yes. Give me that. Give me that healing breath. That's what it's called. It's called healing breath. So, and as you all finally exited the Morzan's tomb proper, you hear it bows down low and says, "Father has sent me," and that's where we left last session. And he looks.
Whose father? You need to be specific here. We know a lot of fathers.
Oh,
No, but I mean we know a lot of people that are fathers,
well,
not necessarily ours.
this is. He is the true father. He is Theodus.
Oh, that's this is awkward.
Why is this?
I'm just gonna sit on the ground.
That was Ormus's god, who he had the original vow with.
Hmm.
That was the god of like law and order. He's like SVU guy, right?
Yeah, he's the law. And who also, once upon a time, was, in a sense, married to Bahar Isfet, and they had a child together.
You know the child?
You know, you do not.
I'm gonna take a wild guess. It's Eden.
But yes, the true father, Theodus, sent me. Like though, he looks at you. He looks at you. Though I don't know if I should call you stepfather, stepbro. He looks at you, Banks.
Wait, do you know this thing that is sitting in front of us? What the fuck?
It only proved to make me stronger. That was your goal.
I'm just gonna like disgustedly look at it. I don't know why, but in my brain I picture it as always slimy. I don't know. I don't know if it is, but I
It's
picture like
it
a
is
slimy wet cat thing.
it's not slimy. It does have shiny fur, and it does have like 4 pairs of wings along its back, and has tails. It does have like the yes.
Is it pretty or is it like disturbing looking?
It's not. It's like an ugly duckling phase, you could say. Like a lot of the body parts are like too out of proportion. Like the eyes are too big currently. The head. This is definitely a baby, and it's like you can tell this is still in its youngling form.
Does this? What are you? Do you have a name? I
Uh,
don't understand what any of this is.
I'm the name that I have chosen is Agio.
Out of all of the names that you could pick, and you chose that for yourself.
Yes, it felt.
Wait, we do need to talk about that because Banks is kind of a weird name. Like the dice. No.
But what was that, Shane?
I sort of picked a lot about myself, so I guess I can't. I can't really, talk shit about you picking a name. So this thing is helpful for us?
I was sent to help you. Yes. Theater? No, well, not. It was more like a desire. I guess you can say like a calling. Like a.
So are you like a cleric or something?
What's a cleric?
Well, it's not that, and I'm going to point to even.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, well, no. Like I don't really know what I am yet. I just know Father wants me to look after you all, and you do have a certain smell. I guess you can say,
What the fuck did you just say to me?
like a certain smell.
That's not my fault.
No, it's something different. Something.
Okay, well, I'm sure that you smell too.
No, I don't have that smell.
Can I, like,
Do you?
approach it and sort of smell?
Yeah.
I don't wanna, like, smell its fur, but I just want to, like, smell the general vicinity.
Yes, please give me a perception check.
Smell check.
Yes, give me a perception.
Oh!
Oh, with a 23, first roll with a knife.
It's like 3 arrows.
As you like get close, you can see it like kind of like try to stand up a little taller and just be like, and it's just like the wings kind of spread out. It kind of like that awkward spreading out like a horsefowl trying to like stand for a moment. And it smells fresh. It smells new. It's not quite of a new car smell, but it smells.
Oh, it's like new puppies.
Yeah, it's new puppy. It's like it has a bit of, I want to say almost like spearmint mint type thing. It's very cool and refreshing.
Can I touch you, little, whatever agave or whatever?
Agio. I am told it means holy.
Well, sure. I don't know what language that would mean, but,
I don't know either.
can I pet you?
Yes.
I'm gonna reach out and specifically touch its fur from a standpoint of what kind of coat would this make, like, in the future? Like, would it be a nice lining, or, like, maybe socks?
You're gonna need like tennis to make a coat.
It's a
Oh, make a gift?
it's very downy and soft, kind of like it's it's like a fox. Basically it's like fox fur. But then when you get to the wings are very light and airy, almost not quite white, but like almost like gray color.
That would probably work out well. Okay. Thank you. You're very soft. That was wonderful.
Oh, I'm glad I could help you all.
Well, speaking of which, you said you were compelled to help us.
I've
In particular.
Well, I got the sense that someone was close, like you all were in danger, and
Oh yeah, no, we're in danger all the time, and this is a particularly bad one.
yes, and I finally was able to actually come and move for you all and help. And also this area alone, you smell like this place.
Not sure how to take that, but I mean, this place smells like a lot of dead things.
Well, not if you like it gets close and like smells like what the what the place is made out of, and it's like the actual stone, which is you guys all will actually, Finjion, you might be finding this out. It's made out of mother's bone.
What the? What?
This is the best way to describe it. It's made out of this the same material that
This is like a mine of mother's bone.
it's like a yeah. Well, not the actual tunnels itself. The crevice is not the area you're in now, but the actual tomb that Morzan is made out of. It looks very similar to the dye that you once had, and the dye that Eden currently has. Like the same type.
We took a raw piece of it
Mm-hmm.
since we've been doing all this inventory work. I'm now reminded that I have no fucking clue where that is because it's not.
It should have been in.
Today.
It should have been in Charlie's. So, I will make sure it's in in someone's, but it is like a, yeah.
Well, what else can you do? I mean, you kind of, sneezed all over us, and it felt kind of nice. I don't think I had ever thought I would say that, but is there anything else that you can do?
I mean, I can do I'm unique and special in my own way. I can definitely I have, like you see, there's paws come up and little claws come out of, and it's just that's little the button pads and all that, and you see nice little tiny sharp claws come out, and then you see I have teeth and I have this.
Can you cast sending? Do you know that's
No, I feel like magic may not work on me that well. Do you wish to try casting a spell on me? Maybe I can. I haven't had.
It's funny that you think I have anything to cast on you right now.
You wearing metal?
It's not wearing metal. It's-
My trick came in already.
Okay.
Hold still.
Fucking dead.
yeah. Do you wish to cast a spell?
Oh yeah, you're fucking. You're still dead.
If you wish to cast magic on it, Eden.
I'll cast guidance on it.
Okay. For the sake of this, as you cast guidance on it, you feel like this energy well up inside it. Instead of it being guided, you are. It has reflected it back on you.
Thank God you didn't cast shatter.
Pretty neat.
Yeah, I don't think that type of magic can really stick to me, so to speak. It just get bounced back.
I wonder if we could ricochet the magic off of it into something else, like curve a bullet, so to speak. I know. I know. I'm thinking of it.
Nah, cool, you guys. This is my new step, bro.
Well, yeah, that does sound weird. I don't know. You raised me with the other one. They.
There's two.
Well, no, this one didn't hold me or carry me.
Oh, yeah.
I did a little bit.
There was wait no, there was another one. You guys left me with someone else's when I. Who was that?
A lot. Didn't feel like the safest place for a baby.
That's true. But who was that other voice I was sleeping above? The angry voice.
We had a few angry voices, if I'm being honest.
It was some angry voice about vengeance and killing and.
Again, that's probably a multitude of people.
If you, I think you. Do you need me to out of game remind you?
Yeah.
The sword, the rapier.
Yeah. No, that was. There was an angry cursed thing we had to deal with.
Oh, it was cursed. I didn't know it was cursed.
Yeah, it was for inhabited by some malevolent evil spirit.
Yeah.
What? So you had a cursed rapier?
Yeah, remember we actually just went over this today. John, remember when the lantern came out and I saw Charlie
Oh, right, yes.
charging at me as an evil
Yes.
thing?
I remember
This was-
earlier today, yeah.
Yeah. It just
A
happened
lot has
like
happened in
it was an
Fantastic
hour ago.
Reads.
Yeah.
A lot has happened. No, I remember now, yeah. Okay.
But yeah, I guess, and that was one of the things we were possibly going to do today was go aboard that ship and search for it.
Oh, I know where it is.
Zora hid it somewhere.
Yes.
Wait, I wonder, can you touch it without it affecting you? Mr. Magic Mirror Reflect Cap?
I don't know.
I mean, we could try. What happened? What's the worst that could happen, you know?
What's gonna happen? It could take me over. It seemed very angry.
That's pretty bad. There's a couple bad worst case scenarios with this sword. I've seen maybe a handful of them.
It did seem not to like you or the other one very much.
Yeah, well, yeah, to be honest, that sword is kind of a dick. And,
What's a dick?
Well,
You're not ready for this.
Peter.
push my fur aside, rocket.
Oh. Oh.
Time to go. I wish I had disintegrate.
No, we're gonna look for this sword. You know where it is.
Well, it's still
More questions about
it's aboard the ship. It's under the other one's cot. But we can go there. The one who held me. But I like this place. This place is nice.
probably shouldn't stay here for too long. There's a lot of creatures here that prefer to be left alone.
I know some of them are watching us now. Don't you see them?
What?
No.
Oh.
No, I should know. Sure as fuck don't.
Oh. I mean, Shane has joined. As I quickly.
Also, I think we're very
Bring
quiet
out
on
my,
stream.
Are we?
Well, like, your voice is fine, but I think we're very quiet. It seems like.
Food, please.
Holding.
I'll turn you up, and I'm also gonna.
I think that was. I could hear Harper better now. Oh wait, yeah, no, I can hear us now.
Whoa. Okay, why? This happened. I can fix this.
I believe in you.
I believe in me. Cause
In the meantime, have you guys ever heard about Squarespace? No. Not spawns.
not spawn. Yes.
Sag.
Wanna like use the pull out the lantern of revealing in this area.
As you pull out the lantern of revealing, and you
Isn't that the fucking evil thing that we all touched and were very sad?
Man, yeah.
Maybe it was just that room.
you immediately are reminded of the dead children of Korra's temple, and one of the caskets nearby. One of the.
Is there an air raid going on?
Oh, you can hear that?
Yeah.
It's very quiet, but like, I was just like,
But it does
okay.
sound like
I need
the
to put-
21st
I
Hunger
moved-
Games just
yeah.
fucking started.
Yeah.
But then it disappears. It's like almost like the blink of your eyes as you just like look for a moment. Like, what's that? And it's just like it's back to normal. Oh. Thank you.
Okay. But there's no spooky ghost people or anything around?
Ooh.
And you watch as Agio is slowly. No, it's this way. Don't you see?
Oh.
Okay, well, how about you? I don't.
Well,
I think.
look,
Don't you?
I mean, I don't see shit, Saren.
we've got one unconscious goblin here. I think maybe we're done down here for today.
I feel great.
But you could probably show us around next time.
Oh. He goes, "Hello, friends. You've been
Are there
watching."
friends?
I would say Eden, Fengion, and Boggs see a boulder start to move. A very.
Is Boggs actually unconscious?
He
No.
feigned death. He's just been fucking laying there.
Can I try to pick
He's-
him up?
Yeah.
And I'll be like, Relna, help me get him up, and I'm gonna just start walking the other way with Boggs, and guys, note we don't follow weird fucking flying fox monster. We should leave now. Boggs is going to die.
As you
He's
hear
not waking up.
a deep, gravelly voice. "Hello. You saw me? I was standing still."
I'm having PTSD, man.
Holy shit, you're pretty good at this, Agio.
Yeah, something about nothing. I can see all things true.
That sounds like it will come in extremely handy.
As you see, let's see if I can get this.
I don't get that until like
Can
14th
you tell whether
level.
or not this thing is going to be aggressive?
Well, in
Is it
our
towards us,
experience,
or can you just see the
Well,
thing itself?
You can ask me. I don't want to hurt you.
Oh, that's cool. That's
you're
good to
not
know,
you're
bro.
not from Ancient Chasm Bridge by chance, are you?
I don't know where that is. I'm
Thank
from here.
God.
I'm from
Okay.
here. I've always.
I-
It's friendly.
I think we're okay. I don't think it was one of the boulders that tried to murder us.
Wait, a boulder tried. Did you do something wrong?
No, we didn't do anything wrong.
Almost constantly.
I'm gonna just kind of plop Boggs back on the ground now that I see that it's not, immediate death. Just kind of be like, not so he hurts himself. Though.
Hey, by the way, Agio, can you tell I tried to heal our friend over here, but he looks pretty out of it. I've never seen
No,
this.
he looks fucking dead.
Yeah, and by out of it, I mean pretty fucking dead.
He smells dead too. So
Well, that's nothing new.
Any
That's actually
any
true.
chance that your site can give us some do we need to cure him of some ailment?
It seems he's just. Oh, it seems that he's just sleeping. He's pretending.
wake the fuck up,
the
then,
hell of a
Boggs.
job
Nothing.
of it.
Never seen him be this good of an actor. This is actually kind of surprising. Maybe he's been pretending this whole time. What if he's not a goblin? What if he's Katrina?
So, Rockman, do you have a name?
I'm dense.
Yeah. Do you have a name though?
dense.
Oh, okay. Dense.
Yes.
Gotcha. We're meeting so many weird, interesting creatures today. Are any of you guys, did we do hallucinogenics this morning? I forget.
We
I'm
did
sorry.
talk about it, but
There was talk about it,
I
and
might-
I'm starting to wonder.
Oh, I might just go then. It's
Wait.
okay.
No, I don't think
Oh,
you should
buddy.
go. You seem pretty. You seem like you rock. You know.
Good
Oh.
one.
Oh, he has a sense of humor. That is a good sign.
But
What-
I'm
What are you
here.
doing here?
I live here.
Okay. How long have you lived here for?
I don't know. A while.
That's
in
probably
in
fair.
terms of geological time, we can't actually like comprehend how long other things have been here. You know, especially when they're made of like rock. You know, their time scale is a lot different than our time scale.
I did hear about this magic that could carbon date things, so I think like maybe if we
Oh.
found.
You're looking for carbon? Carbon's not dating right now.
Oh, God. Does that mean there are more of you down
Kill
here?
it.
Oh, yes, that's 102. We try to stay to ourselves. Ever since they put
Do
up
you
this...
like it down here?
It's okay. This new neighbor, that whatever this place is nice.
Mhm.
New neighbor?
Well, this place, the place made out of the fun stone. We can't go
Oh,
through it.
That's new?
Well, yeah.
I mean, new to you in like terms of, I'm assuming, hundreds of thousands of years.
I guess.
Because-
I sleep a lot.
We do know this place is like, this is out of character, but we know this place is at least like a few hundred years old, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because the seven were at their height, like, how long ago?
Not quite 2,000 years ago.
Oh, so the seven are super fucking old. I thought it was like, I don't know, 300 years. Okay.
I think I have to double check. I think it's like 1,200 to 1,700, roughly.
Okay. Damn. And Katrina's been miserable that whole time.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, this got put up and it's kind of nice. Reminds me of the good days. So,
Oh no.
What made the good days good days? You're not going to turn out to be some old racist rock, are you? Just, Jesus, Thanksgiving was just
No,
narrowly avoided those uncles.
no, giants ruled the land.
Oh.
But now,
Do I know how long ago that would have been?
That's creation.
Oh.
The creation of Argemontus was the battle between Syrax and giants. Mother's bones are actually giants' bones. in a sense.
Oh.
You know, somehow Mother's Bone seems like a lot better name than Giant Bone now.
Mm.
Well, I mean, mother's giant bone, if you want to be formal. It's
A giant bone from inside mother, maybe.
more precise.
Yeah.
I fucking hate this family.
But
You should be
yes,
used to it.
But I am around. I've been around for a while. Just kind of rolling around.
So, what are your thoughts of the city that has popped up
What's
here?
this? Oh, I don't really mess with it. I might cause a few shakes here and there for fun.
Nice.
Maybe don't do that right now, though,
Oh.
if you don't mind.
Okay. That's why.
Well, because we are very small, and I don't really want to be crushed by, falling debris.
Oh.
We
Okay.
live up there, you know. We're kind of a big deal. I don't know if you ever thought about like joining the world of man and all
You
of
can
this,
come to our house if you want.
but like
I'm okay. I like it down here.
So do you have a spot that is specifically like your
Oh,
area?
yeah. Come in here, look. You gonna see my nice little my nice little groove? And as you guys come in, you see bloodstains and bodies along, like, kind of like smeared against the walls. Like,
How fresh are these bodies?
a week or so?
Are they humanoid?
Yeah, humanoid, yeah.
Yeah, so
I see you've done some decorating.
Oh, those were the bad people. Well, I assume they're bad. They came in looking for stuff, and they start, like, turning things around. So I just kind of, like, tried to say hi to them, and then they drew these, like, metal things, and they tried
So
to, like,
rude.
and so then I just I just, you know,
crush
In
them
your
to a
own
pulp.
home?
I know it was very rude, and, like, this is my little groove. And you see, like, in the middle, like, there's a little circle area you guys can go around, and it's, like, basically it looks like someone just goes around and around, like,
Oh.
it makes a little groove. So I just spin here.
Do you mind if I look at these people? If I look at their bodies, or I don't know.
Yeah, that's fine. You want to take it out? I don't really have a place to do things like that. I really don't need to, like, eat or poop, so to speak, like other things.
That's kind of nice.
Yeah.
I don't think any of us have ever pooped before. Not that I know of.
I was told it's a lovely feeling, but I just wouldn't know.
It
I
depends.
quit. I just I'm done.
Your dad comes in. Dad, come pick me up. Take out the look.
Dad, come pick me up. They're pooping.
But yeah, it's a nice little place.
I want to look at the body and see if like there's like is this a guard? Is this like a
It
townsperson?
is an unending faith person.
Oh, fuck
If you see
them.
more of these people, feel free to just smash the ever-loving shit out of them.
Okay,
They're all fucking horrible.
I see.
But wait, can you see color? Do you see green and stuff? Or I don't know how your vision works.
Things are mostly gray to me.
Okay. Well, then maybe don't just indiscriminately crush gray things.
Yes, I have never done that.
Yeah, I get. Well, yeah, okay. You stick to if they attack you. I get it.
Yes.
What is this boulder over here? Is that him?
Oh, yes, I might didn't hide that boulder. Oop.
So, is this reminiscent of the boulder that chased us and tried to Indiana Jones the shit out of us?
Yes,
Okay.
it is.
Well, I mean, you seem very friendly.
I like to think so. As long as you don't try to, like, hit me with pointy things. I'm very nice.
I would never. Do you eat anything? Can we
No.
bring you anything? Do you
I'm
want?
okay.
Do you like shiny things?
No, I like peace and tranquility. I'm kind of like one of the people who watch this over this area, and, like, it's kind of nice. It's peaceful.
Well,
Do
I
you
mean,
know how to get? I mean, you probably know all about all of these caverns and stuff.
oh yeah, you must be super knowledgeable about it.
Oh yeah.
So perhaps you know like a way into this temple. I couldn't help but notice there were some fissures in the
Oh yeah.
craftsmanship of the building.
Oh, there's tons. Like, they made this hole. Very rude how they just made this hole. Like, this holes don't get made. They come.
Yeah, you just let nature kind of.
Yeah. But if you just keep following me, I'll show you.
Is this the way out, or is this like?
Oh no, this is
Oh,
this.
shit.
We're gonna
So
go
I'm
deeper.
following him right
We're
now.
going a little bit deeper.
Yeah, check this shit out, you guys.
Go a little bit deeper.
I just want to remind you, Banks, that you were dead like 2 minutes ago. So maybe be careful.
So if you follow,
You know,
if you
all in a day's work.
if you follow me, you see a very large crevasse that goes down, 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 right over here.
Okay. I mean, I'm assuming that you hang out in this area since you said that's sort of your little.
Yeah.
So we could definitely come back at some point. Would that be okay with you? And you maybe give us a nice tour of the place?
I guess so. I mean, as long as you don't hit me, I'll be around. I mean,
Around. I get it because you're
Oh.
round.
You're rolling around. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I think we should definitely come back down for a visit. I think that could be a lot of fun.
Okay. I'm gonna go back now. You guys have a good day.
You too.
You
He knows.
too.
I'm gonna say to not Boggs, Banks. I do that every time. Well, he at least knows what days are, so I think we're making some progress in the time-telling situation.
Da 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 da.
Is
Just
that like look down this hole and maybe drop something down it to see how far it goes? Or
Yeah. Give me a
Oh.
perception check.
Oh God. Okay, maybe I'll stay over here until he's done fucking around by the big massive pit.
Oh, whoops! I accidentally gave myself advantage.
It's okay. The 21 was the first one.
21 the first one. As you look down, it goes down quite a bit before it ding dong ding. It's probably like a good 100 feet or so before you heard the rock hit anything.
Is Dent still around us?
Nah, he's kind of like rolling away. They coming. Dum
I-
dum dum boom.
Use any kind of like
Do you have the like?
knowledge of the space to assume that this then would be the crack that could be.
Yep. I would say
Traverse.
pretty strong senses. You have already been there and seen the crack. You have. This is the crack that leads
Okay.
directly to the final place where you fought. The
Well,
Red Town.
next time after Boggs wakes up, maybe this is the better way to get to the end of things he was looking for. I'm sure he
Yeah,
can
we
turn
could-
into something that can scale this pretty easily.
I mean, we probably also do have rope. I think that maybe some of us can climb.
Yeah, but all alone and by himself is more what I was thinking.
Oh, yeah. You don't
Well,
want to
you
go in
know,
the
feel
pit.
free to rappel down this. I actually am feeling pretty goddamn done with this place, if I'm being honest.
I think maybe we regroup, and that maybe we go up to the surface and out of this fucking hellhole.
Eden, just
Yeah.
curious. Are you with those two? Or are you with Boggs? Where are you?
I'd stay with Boggs if he's still like half dead on the fucking ground.
You notice Agio comes over and starts like sniffing Boggs, and starts giving him a little like a lick along the cheeks. Boggs, your feign death spell has been dispelled.
Oh, it has a dispelling tongue.
Dispelling spit.
Bottle it.
Damn,
We
this
could
thing is
sell
like-
that.
We can never. I was gonna say we can milk it, but that doesn't make sense.
Are you a
Like
mammal
a
by
snake.
chance?
No.
You're waiting for me to wake up for that.
Oh, hi. You look like you were done sleeping.
Feel pretty rested.
That's good.
Ah, you guys made it out.
Yeah, in one piece.
Did you ever have any doubt? I mean, really, come on.
Yeah, that's why I did that.
So, what did you do exactly?
Just fell asleep really good.
Okay, and you thought that that was the right response to being stabbed to death by giant bone monsters?
Guys are still here, right?
You could have been left behind. What if we thought you were dead? And we're like, oh, fuck this thing, no hope for it.
Doesn't matter. Didn't happen.
Oh, well, yeah, that's true. In the future, though, I will now know that if you fucking die, I guess, it might not be real.
Maybe.
Maybe we should have a code word before you do that.
See.
It's like you can yell the word and then cast that, so we know it's just like faking it.
But the
I
thing
use banana hammock.
I bet you do.
Then
So when are we going back in?
No,
Oh, we can go back in.
No.
not right now. We're
Oh
going.
wait, I'm sorry. They wanted me to take them to the angry sword thing.
yeah,
Oh, right, yeah.
So many bad things to do today.
Yeah, which one
Um,
do we want to do?
That's okay.
Cursed sword. Maybe deal with the blood house.
What's
What's
the
wrong with
Yeah,
Bloodhouse?
yeah. What do we need to deal with at the blood house?
Well, I just mean it's
I
a
feel like that
house that
place is
is
just
run
pretty
by
cool.
blood,
And you're run by blood.
and it has a demon in it, right?
He's got a really good point. I think
And
he
a
kinda-
vampire, and some weird dot. Like, there's a lot going on in that house.
What's going on in there too? As he motions toward Anjihan.
It- yeah, some of us are more than two-dimensional. It's true. But wait, are you calling me indirectly evil? Is that what you're saying here?
I don't know.
You know what? That checks out. I personally do not want to be down here any longer. I think we should leave. I have a lot of blood on my clothes, and I would like to not have blood on my clothes.
You want me to help?
No, some of it is your blood.
All right, where can we go? I want to go somewhere. Can I come?
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, yeah,
you're
you're
my
never
best
leaving.
friend.
Want.
Okay.
You're ours now, so.
Well, that sounds malicious.
I mean, we finally have some sort of cleric, so this is great.
You're welcome to stay with us under no
A bona fide
obligation.
priest of Korra.
I'm a high priest of Korra. I'm Banks.
Imagine having a good
Let's find
relationship
this
with a
cursed
god.
sword, and then see what it thinks about Eden.
I'll
What?
be right back.
I'm a great person.
I'm just saying, I'm a little bit skeptical. You don't have a great track record with like cursed
What?
objects,
Yeah.
dangerous
what-
cursed
the-
objects.
The one just got really attached to me.
Yeah.
But that was because I was special. Not because I'm a bad person.
You are special.
See?
We all are special. Well, you all are special.
We all.
But it's okay. We can go. Where do we want to go? We're going somewhere.
Yeah. Take us to the sword.
Okay.
Find this thing.
Let's go. Do. And it's just like walking.
I'm with it.
So you all following Agio?
I don't remember.
Where is
I'm
it?
not sure on this, but
Where are we going?
Are you
To
going
hell.
On the ride.
going up to the town, and then it's
Oh, then yeah, I'll follow too.
up to the town and to the docks.
Before we get to the docks, maybe we should definitely go to the house.
Nope.
I want to make sure that the griffin thing is okay. We left it with the blood man. Who knows? Maybe he's like
Yes.
eating it.
The blood, he's not gonna eat it.
And you know that how?
This thing's been alive for like 3 hours, man. You can't just baby it its whole life.
No, but maybe baby it for the part where it is a baby.
You don't even give a shit about that griffin. Don't pretend like you do.
I give a shit about the money that it can bring us.
What
And
the fuck do you plan on doing with this griffin that's gonna bring in money?
It's Boggs' griffin, anyways.
Yeah, this isn't. I'm all for money making schemes, but this griffin was just born. Give it a minute before you put it to work.
Well, I'm not going to put it to work now, but I just want to make sure it's still okay, is what I'm saying.
Boggs trusts Puddles to watch his griffin,
Do you trust Michael Bublé to watch your griffin, Boggs? Or do you want to
right
check?
now.
Yeah, but I mean, what if he's eating it and not you?
He's never done anything bad to me.
he's been
Yeah.
very courteous to us.
That's
I
true.
mean, minus the part where he possessed you.
Yeah, no, see, I did experience some bad things with him.
Yeah, but, you
I
know.
mean, it was all part of the trial, right?
Yeah.
Like the
No hard
ghouls were
feelings,
off,
really.
and-
Yeah, no, yeah, definitely. No hard feelings, yeah. Yep, okay. I mean, if he turns it into some kind of weird vampire doll or a statue, then whatever, it's your fault.
That would be
Ooh,
pretty
little
cool.
baby griffin doll. That'd be so cute.
Oh.
And you all brought aboard the Vixen, the ship that Widget pirated, taken down below decks. And
Wow, you
then
guys have a boat. Or, well, is this an airship or an actual boat?
actual boat.
Oh, you guys have a boat. It's pretty nice.
Yeah, we're pretty lousy with vehicles, man. We got around. We got sea ships and airships, all
How-
kinds.
How
Wild.
did you get this stuff?
Well, you see, this ship was really given to us, but it was chartered for us because we liberated Shreveport from a bunch of bad people, and then everything else was like, and then on the way here, we basically talked the captain of this vessel into joining the airship crew, and now so we kind of like it all just it's like a conglomerate. It's a lot of ins and outs and what have you.
Okay, so you have a boat, you have an airship. Do you have anything else?
Unicorn. I would really like to check up on our unicorn today.
Yeah, maybe it's a nightmare.
Yeah, it's probably pretty close, to be honest. It hasn't been. We should probably check on that situation and just shore up some repairs on that horn. One good buck throws its head back one time, and that thing is fucking toast.
And Agio lifts up a board, and there is the vengeful rapier. A rapier that has what looks to be a skull, pommel, and grip and guard.
Give
So-
it here.
Can we touch this, Banks? You're muted also.
I want to prove myself. Give it here.
Wait, hold on. Before you do that, can we touch this without it killing us or whatever?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is out of character, but like you had to attune to it for the curse.
Yeah.
Yeah. You just don't want to make a pact with it. You don't want to sit down and get to attach.
Okay, maybe we don't give it to
I
the
can't-
person who specifically makes pacts with things.
no, yeah.
I'm
I
a
think-
one and done packed kind of person. Give it here.
I don't really believe that.
Touch. I'm not lying
don't-
at all.
Can I insight check that?
I'm not lying.
I don't trust that.
I mean, do you wish to pick it up, Eden?
Yes.
Then you pick it up. And as you wrap your hands around the pommel, the guard, and your kind of hands inside this skull, the little gems for eyes start softly glowing. This green flame.
That's probably bad.
What's up?
Hello.
Hi.
Can we hear it talk?
No.
Hello? Hi, Eden. What?
Shut up, Benjo.
Do you hate someone?
No.
You're muted. Banks, sorry.
No, it's all right. I'm talking to my kid.
Uh,
I wasn't talking to you. Sorry.
Then I have no use for you. You are weak.
Yep. See, doesn't like me. Said I'm weak. I don't hate anybody.
what are you doing with it?
I'm just holding it out. Does anybody else want it?
Yeah, like
I kind of want to touch it now if it's not.
It's just gonna ask you if you hate somebody, and then I bet that's when it tries to goad you into making a pact with it. But like I said, I have no use for this because I love everybody.
I'll
Hey,
grab it.
Pinjan,
Okay.
what is it you want to do to Ormus next time we see him?
I take it back, sword. I fucking hate all of my friends.
And as you hold it, who are you? You have more voices in you than I do.
Do I have to answer it out loud or can I think to it?
You can think to it.
I'll think to it as Aiden then. Like, just, I'm just in here. Like, what? Who are you?
Someone to give you strength.
And that sounds pretty cool. But I don't trust whatever you are.
Don't trust me. It's okay. Results matter.
What kind of results?
Death. Pain.
I'm gonna drop it. Just let it go. Okay, I don't want to touch that anymore.
Well, I took you to it.
Yep, that's great. How do we destroy this?
I don't know.
Well, you can lick things and get rid of magic. Can you do that to this? What happens if you touch it?
I don't know. I haven't touched it yet. Let me go.
Is that the? Do you think that's a bad idea to have the cat monster touch it?
I think that maybe it could. Yeah, like I don't know.
And you
If
watch
it were
as Agio starts to slowly walk to it. Does anyone wish to stop or say anything as
I'm just gonna back up slightly.
Okay.
Agio, can you just hold on one moment? I know you're a very curious
Oh,
creature,
yes.
and is there anybody that you hate?
What's I don't really know what don't really I don't really know how to hate. I don't know what hate
I'm
or love
glad.
is.
You wanna find out?
I don't know what hate
Very
is
difficult
or love is or anything.
concept.
I'm only a couple days old.
What if I say that we want to fuck Theodis?
I mean, he wouldn't want you to.
Okay. I thought maybe it would work like it does with Eden, but it doesn't.
I mean, Theodis is your father too.
I don't know about that.
He is the father of all.
It's been a shit
too
bad
bad.
so far.
That's because the Baja is fet.
I mean, don't blame mother. It's just, I don't like to get in the middle of parental squabbles.
Yeah, those suck
One side blames
apparently.
the other, and it
And
just
then they
goes back and
kidnap
forth.
you and take you across the country and leave you on the doorstep of a temple.
Right?
Yes.
Totally normal.
But you can go. You have a mission to do, I'm sure. A job.
Well, I still want you to touch it, I think. I mean, I'm just really interested in what will happen.
Okay. And then, like, you watch as
Can I? Oh shit! I
What do you-
can't even. I was
Okay.
gonna cast protection from good and evil on it, but then I realized that it would just protect me from good and evil. So
you
I
can
thought
try.
twice about it, and I will just not do that.
Well, okay, you watch as it little fox mouth went to pick up the handle by the pommel, and you watch as a little like visible shiver like creeps it from like the top of its head to the back of its spine to its tail. And you see the little eyes glow green in the pommel, the gems. Then Agio's eyes kind of match and start glowing green.
Did any of our eyes do that?
No?
Oh. Oh no.
Put it down.
Well, hello.
Wait,
Hi.
Is it-
Thank
Aw.
you.
is it talking through the cat thing? Or
Yes,
the
it-
fox?
Yes, it is.
Well, that was a bad idea. I guess
Can I try to
Iron
pull
thing
it
isn't
away
my
from
strong
it?
suit.
Yes, you can. Go and give me a strength check or athletics check.
Oh,
Can anybody help with this?
I'll help.
Okay. You
I
have
am. I
advantage.
definitely. Yeah.
You have
Oops.
advantage.
okay. I'm just gonna roll it again.
All right. As it starts talking, you see the green eyes glow. You're able just to pull out the blade. You do kind of have a little cut across your hand, just pulling. Nothing enough to cause damage. Just like a little paper cut. A little bit bad, like a really bad paper cut across the palm of your hand.
It's between my fucking fingers. Ah, the worst.
Oh, that was interesting.
What
Yeah,
happened?
we're not doing that again.
Oh, it was just. Is that what hate is?
The
Probably.
thing is, yeah, that's a pretty good example. Hate comes in many flavors,
I see.
but
It is very powerful. Hate is a powerful emotion.
Did you like
it
it?
is.
It was powerful. It's good to be powerful.
Well,
Who has the other bag of holding that is not Eden?
Me.
Boggs.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna.
I need
Pick
that,
the lesser
buddy.
of two evils, buddy.
I gotta get that bag back, man.
What
I got
for?
so much.
I
'Cause
dumped
I've
it out
got so
for
many
you.
things. I know, but I got stuff, and I gotta I'm constantly in and out of this bag.
Yeah, I think that makes sense. That you should have it. Because, Bog, sometimes you turn into things, and, what if we need it while you're turned into a thing? It just makes sense.
You decide to take a death nap,
Yeah, true, and we need something from in it,
So where are we gonna go now?
I want to put that fucking sword in the bag of holding, though, before we do anything.
Okay. Can I go then? You don't need
I
me.
was saying that more to the DM. I want
Okay.
to put the sword in the bag of holding.
You guys can.
Where do you want to go?
I don't know. I feel like
I
there's
mean-
there's something. The hate made me feel like there's something I need to hurt.
Oh,
Buddy,
Black
there's
Mage
ways we
unlocked.
could work through this emotion that you're feeling that doesn't actually end with causing harm or destruction. I'm gonna try and give him a very fatherly talk
Okay.
about emotions. And,
I am sitting there listening very closely,
Okay.
nodding along, really learning.
It's like, oh, okay. I won't do that.
good, but you're just a couple days old. I think right now it's a good idea for you to check in with your feelings, and let's just sort those through together for now, okay?
Okay. You guys, unless anyone objects, you guys can put the vengeful rapier in the bag of holding.
I don't like when you say things like that.
No, dip that shit in the bag, and
And where would we like to go next or do next?
I just want to clean up and be ready for moonlight things tonight.
Okay.
So
As we leave the
whatever
docks,
anybody else has, go.
do I see the? I gotta look at my notes. See the guy that I talked to, Falcon Cloudsworn.
Yep.
Do I see him and notice a guard presence is lower here?
He is patrolling the docks. You see him actually sending some guards away.
Okay. That's all. I just wanted to check.
Really nice for the holidays that we can relax the guard presence around here. That's
Yeah, so what sort of moon stuff did you want to... What do you mean, moon things
What's
you want
wrong
to...
with the moon?
Yeah, with this...
it's the full moon it's kind of Cora's jam. It's a day when she's shines her light down the brightest.
I mean, technically it's not her light, but...
she's been the sun, been there, done that. So it's kind of you know,
Oh.
you want to argue semantics, but it's uh, just a day of celebration and renewal. I figured I would spend it kind of at the river, blessing people, and um, you know, anybody who felt especially wounded by this event, either physically or otherwise, might take some solace in tradition.
Is there a lot of Korra worshippers in this city?
She did have a temple. Unfortunately, it suffered a pretty heavy blow during the unending faith's uh, shenaniganery, and there were a lot of dead kids. Cora tends to take in a lot of orphans and strays, and
Hmm.
fortunately, they didn't have enough people looking out for them through all of this. So,
Well, so you're going to be at the river, blessing people, I guess, is what you said. What does that look like? Like, what do you do? Do you just like throw some water at them? Like,
I mean, when the moon is full, you can take the water and we hold it up to the moon, and it's more symbolism than anything, but it's the moon charges the water, and then we, you know, uh, use it as a cleansing or renewal of people, almost like some religions have like a baptism. This is more like a resetting of the clock for people, or a healing over of scars. Yeah, it's got a lot to do with the moon and the water, and part of that may have to also, looking back over some of my theology lessons, the moon's effect on the water, but also and the tides and whatnot. Always been a big Korra thing, but the last person who was the moon was actually lured down into a body of water and trapped there. Um, so there's a whole lot of self-reflection and cleansing going on. You're welcome to join. I'd be happy to
is
show
there
you
going to be any
firsthand.
sort of food, or is it just kind of river water?
Yeah, I mean, I think people kind of, tend to like celebrate in their own ways. I'm a little bit I'm not sure what the presence of an organized celebration would be like here. But typically, especially because the temple has been through so much, I would imagine uh Cora doesn't do a lot to prevent tragedy from happening. She's more about letting the wounds heal and the bones set to become stronger through tragedy. And so I imagine there's a lot of people who, if they do follow her or want to pay homage to her, have a lot of tragedy that they could stand to move past tonight. And this would
And
be.
from like an optics standpoint as well, it's pretty good PR to have one of the mayors,
I mean, it doesn't hurt,
dedicated to
I'm sure.
Korra.
There's room for plenty of gods here, but I think that tonight's a Korra night. Tomorrow just might be an Asla night, though.
And I don't remember what that god does. What
He's
is what?
the god of thieving.
Ah, I need to re-download the deity list. Forgot about that.
I'm currently reworking them all.
Okay, good. Then I
Yeah, I'm
have more excuse. Because like
TikTok
I
didn't definitely show me Black Obsidian, and I haven't been redoing all my notes based on that.
I had like all of the gods like with summaries and stuff, but that's all gone after Windows wipe. Feels bad.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So I haven't rebuilt anything. I'm just like,
So, what is the plan for the rest of the day? I would say it's probably around like 11:30ish.
I mean,
Like shopping type stuff.
get preparations for this little shindig with the
Anybody has any
moon.
main goals I don't want to step on, but I've got either shopping and selling to do, or like just cleaning up and maybe putting the word out that we're going to be doing a celebration down by the river tonight.
I want to kind of. I'll be helping Banks with that,
Okay.
but it also depends on where Eden is, because I want to stay close-ish to Eden. Like, if she's with us, great. If not, then there'll be points where I'm with Banks and I just kind of wander off to go find her and see what she's doing.
So what?
Taki's still working on like the mirror, isn't she?
She is.
I want to stay with her.
Okay.
I would want to go back to the house to see my son and also the
Yes. Very well. You two head back to the manor. Taki is there working on the mirror. Currently, it has like it laid out on across the table, and like currently trying to put all the pieces back together, like a jigsaw puzzle. Just kind of like lay it all out. Like, oh well, hello, welcome. Oh, I didn't expect you to be home. I don't know what happened. The door just kind of opened up and let me in, so I figured one of you were home.
Yeah, it's so how?
was Michael.
I don't know who Michael is. I haven't seen anyone. I gotta say, I haven't really been inside the manor before. It's very interesting.
It's a little eerie.
Especially those little three-headed dog statues you walk past.
Yeah.
Very interesting. Are you gonna redecorate, perhaps?
We're debating it.
Okay, I hope I'm just gonna work on this mirror a little bit.
Yeah, no, I just thought I'd come watch, see if you need help with anything,
No, I think I'm okay.
That's...
Yeah,
Have you seen the vampire children?
the what?
The
There's what here?
Did I not explain that to you?
No.
Oh, the room with the table and all the children.
There's just dolls in there.
Yeah,
Not just dolls.
not just dolls.
What's in there?
Children whose
the
souls got trapped.
Oh, so there's vampire children sold inside dolls.
We suspect.
Is that why you had me look at the thing, Eden?
Yeah.
Did you want me to do something
That's
similar?
like such a specific thing to suspect. You're like,
I mean, last time they did draw a picture of themselves
allegedly.
eating me, so I think that would be like a good cover story if someone was like, "Why do you think they're vampires?"
Well,
I think there are children
no,
who are
well,
vampires.
you also gave me
who are
that.
trapped.
You also gave me the skull thing to free the soul.
Did you figure that out?
I had to destroy the skull thing. You said it was okay.
There was a soul in that.
It should have went to the never-ending.
Okay.
So
Okay.
Is that
then-
what we're trying to do with the dolls? Was that like a test?
well,
Did I
well-
pass the test?
It wasn't really a test. Those were two separate things. I just had the skull from like a previous thing, and then I showed up in the house, and then
So it wasn't a
we
skull
were-
of a doll or something that you just.
No, I actually don't really know who was in there.
Oh, okay.
But it's off my conscience if I'm not carrying around anymore.
Okay.
Wasn't that fucking Sabian
No,
in that skull,
I
or was that?
still have that one.
We got that skull, I think, back before stream.
I'm not letting that bitch go.
Oh, okay. This whole time I thought that was the skull you gave. You
I
had
am
another?
not I
No,
am not
yeah,
that
she had
nice.
two.
We
Yeah.
found one. We found one in
And
the
you
cave,
don't know
right?
who was in it?
No, we found that one in the cave.
The sacrificial cave?
When we found out about the soul trapping skulls, and that one was already used, and we figured out that it was already used, and then I think we found the second one, and I was like, I'm keeping this. Yeah.
That was when we found that sacrificial chamber, though, right?
Yes.
Yeah, Banks,
Yes.
this is why I have these.
Yeah.
That's pre-stream evil.
I
Wow,
wasn't
sis.
being evil. I was just curious.
Yes, well, the witch voice is around a lot these days.
I have a lot to be witchy about.
Well, I'm gonna keep working. You two have a good day.
Yeah, but did you want to look at the thing again, just out of curiosity, if you're
Yeah,
doing
no.
that?
I'm just gonna deal with the mirror.
You
and
know,
save
if
the
you-
vampire dolls for another day.
If you do go in there and they try to give you tea, don't drink it. They'll try to possess you.
That's a very specific type of warning to give someone.
They've tried to do it to me a couple times.
And you still keep.
I-
Okay.
I don't learn things.
I'm gonna work on this. Does this mirror do something that I should know?
I don't think so.
Okay.
5 minutes later, Tacky hands in her to me.
Hey, did you send the message
I-
to someone? We had plans for you to do that, or did we do that this morning?
I
I
think
forget
you
what
did
day
that-
it is.
You had me message the.
It was this morning.
Yeah, it was
Because
Good.
the griffin was
Sorry,
born.
I
and
think-
saw the ghost.
I think
We
I
ran
have
to
a
the thing.
concussion.
We went down the hole. We got our
Yep.
concussions.
Yup,
Yep.
I think Bone Daddy gave me a concussion.
It's been a
Okay.
I'm
I'm
day.
just gonna.
Morning.
I'm just gonna focus on this mirror.
Yeah, nope, you keep working.
You're
and-
doing great.
I'm gonna go bully the frog demon in our garden.
As you walk away, you just hear muttering what?
You're gonna get her to quit.
Anyway,
You're going to get the rumors about the new evil fucking.
Do you
mayor
call
of my
Michael?
own
Wait, hold up, Boggs. Do you call for Michael Bublé in front of her?
yeah, to bring me my son.
Okay. As you leave, you see out of the corner of your eye, you see a little puddle of blood, like a little tsunami wave, just carrying the griffin baby on it.
Aww. He's surfing.
And you see little baby wings out, and it's trying to it's
Catch
surfing,
in there, man.
trying to catch air as this little blood wave appears.
I never
behind
doubted you,
Taki.
Puddles.
And Taki just ghost. What?
You need help with anything, Taki?
No,
Perhaps a spicy snack?
I'm good, thank you.
Don't eat anything in the kitchen.
Oh god. Is Taki an elf or is she human? What is she?
She's an elf.
She's an elf.
Okay. Hopefully it's
We
not one
have
of your
some kind of
relatives.
can we?
Can we
this
say
is
with
the
rid
person
of the
that we
bodies?
paid? I tipped her for silence earlier, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
This is the thing.
You-
Okay.
Yeah, you did tip her I think 2 platinum pieces or something like that.
Yeah, I would like to insight check and see if I think that 2 platinum is gonna hold up.
As far as you know, yeah, because you're not, you're at the river, right?
All this stays in the circle of trust, Taki. Just see.
I think that we have a good relationship with Taki.
I just
We
don't
did.
think that the
We
town
did.
is going to respond well to all of this. Is a lot of information at once.
I
But
thought
then
I told her
process.
about the vampire children already.
You didn't mention the vampire part, as far as I can remember.
No, I think
I
you
don't-
told her they were weird possessed dolls.
I
Yeah.
told her that they were trapped children's souls. I
Mhm.
think, yeah, just not the vampire
Didn't
part. But they
mention-
did draw me that pretty little picture. Oh, can I go and see if they drew any more pictures?
As you enter the room, you are met with what looks to be mayhem inside the dollhouse they have.
Ah!
Oh god.
Like
What did you do?
it looks like There's currently an Eden doll like being hung. There's like a Rona.
That's not even how you make a noose!
All that just fun stuff.
How'd they even tie it? Do they have functioning fingers?
It's a mystery. They really don't. They have this little like mitten type things. They don't even have thumbs.
I've imagined like Powerpuff
Yeah,
Girl
just
hands.
Lego
Yeah.
people. We have possessed Lego vampires.
Yeah. And it's just like every one of you in a different room murdered in some way.
Who's gonna hang me? I can fly, you fucking idiots!
Like as you turn
How was I
around, you
being
see
murdered?
Banks was being murdered by being suffocated. It looks like there's like Banks.
It checks out with
It's
you.
autoerotic. It's
Yeah.
autoerotic
Yeah.
asphyxiation.
Yeah.
He's the one that's hung, dude.
Whoa, we're not talking about that again.
Whoa.
That's just a normal night in the BDSM room.
Rona is a pincushion of what looks like to be needles, aka arrows. It looks like Fengion / Iden is beaten with a cane.
Okay, fun.
Boggs looks like to have been eaten by the griffin.
Oh, he'd probably be okay with that, I feel like.
It's the
Circle of
circle of
life.
life.
Yeah. Don't say that too many times. Disney will sue us. So.
Yeah. They've just scrubbed the VOD and put out 20 cease and desist letters.
Thank God it's not our channel.
Sorry, Rich.
It's okay. But you guys Michael Billy gives you baby griffin. I didn't really have much to feed him, but it should be a good time. Is there anything else I could do for you? Perhaps you want me to release someone.
Is he saying that to Boggs?
He's saying that to Boggs.
Oh.
Got Charlie's endless rations. I'm gonna try and feed it to the griffin, or give it to Boggs to feed to the griffin.
We do have those trapped vampires here that you could try to set free and give mercy upon in a second chance.
If something were to go awry, would you be able to assist with cleaning up the mess
Oh, yes.
with your fists?
I don't really use fists per se, but I would be able to.
Whatever you want to use.
I would be able to join in battle if you so choose.
Okay.
This might be a good time to ask if what we've done so far could qualify as a short rest at any.
Yeah. You guys can take a short rest if you guys so choose.
Before Boggs starts fucking releasing.
Are there any vampires that are not elves?
Yes, there was a couple that were not elves.
Okay. Does he know any information on them?
Yes, I have to put up my information again.
Oh, I saw your dice come up first. So it's like, yeah, 10. No.
There was the tiefling, the dragonborn, and I think a human. With the others.
I'll a Song of Rest too for anybody that wants.
Oh,
to...
yeah, that's a thing. You're a much better bard than me.
Now.
I
It's
think
not a
I'll just go
competition.
with. What does Song of Rest do?
It gives you
Actually-
extra healing.
You get a extra 1d6.
1d6 for you. I think it's 1d8 for
1d8.
I can't find it on my shit anymore. Oh no, there it is. Bam. Extra 1d.
1d6.
Yeah.
It would be.
Oh, it's more for if Fingeon does it, huh?
Yeah.
Is it?
No, Fengion's not level 9 yet.
Oh, okay.
Basically, the three summaries is that one of them was a vampire who fell in love with someone else and became vampiric to make the other one a vampire to save them from the disease that was killing them. They instead did not let that happen and let the person die as she slowly starves in front of them. The other one, I believe, was a Dragonborn who they wanted to kind of test what would happen if a Dragonborn became a vampire.
And
Because
what happened?
it became very how did it put it? Aggressive. Became very self-destructive. Wouldn't eat,
Okay.
type thing. And then the tiefling was someone who was a natural born spellcaster, aka sorcerer, and they wanted to see what would happen with the vampiric abilities.
And what happened?
It did heighten the spellcasting abilities, specifically those that dealt with the shadows.
Okay. I think I'd like to release the human.
Okay, human female. Very well.
But before that, I'd like to whisper. Is anyone else with us, or it's just me?
I'm like
You're all
in
with
the
us?
house with you.
I think everyone's
Okay.
at the house. I don't know
Yeah,
who's with you. That's...
Are you like telling people you're doing this, or are you just going rogue?
I'm
I
up
guess
in my
I'm probably
room.
just
If Michael
hanging out in my
Bublé
room.
walked up and asked me, I wouldn't tell everybody. I would
Okay.
just do it.
Actually,
I'm
I'd want to
just
be
in
in
my room.
Banks's room because I want to talk to him about stuff. Okay, maybe he meets in my room.
Have-
Okay.
We did say we would do this in your room next time. 'Cause, you'd show me around your place.
Oh, that's true. Yes.
Okay.
So Banks is in my room, I guess.
Yeah. So,
Have you seen someone turn into a vampire before?
oh yes, I have.
Does it hurt?
I'm told it's a bit like dying.
How permanent?
Well, semi. You die and then become undead.
Okay. Does it ever not work?
Yes.
How often?
I've heard rumors when I work in a couple times, particularly those who are touched by some divine ability, who seems to not align with such magics. Though the
Okay,
several,
that should be fine.
several attempts have been made, and okay, I would release them now. As you see,
Yep, get ready, just
Okay.
in case.
oh yes, as you see, Michael basically like, puts his hand above the person's face and starts almost like
Oh, I've got my skeletons with me as well.
okay, starts like feeding this statuesque female a blood, and you see her skin start to return to somewhat color or form, to like undry out, unpetrified.
Hello. Salutations.
Oh, that was unpleasant.
What was?
Being stuck like that. Thank you for freeing
Oh.
me. I must go though.
Nope.
Why no?
Because I am your freer, and you now owe me a boon.
Oh. I didn't know that was a thing.
A vampire, not a genie.
No, where are my wishes, bitch?
It's written on a tapestry in the hallway.
Oh, okay. I didn't know I was out that long.
You are.
Can I do it afterwards?
No.
Are you sure?
I'm very sure.
Okay.
Where do you need to go?
Well,
What is your name?
My name's Victoria.
I'm Boggs. Pleasure.
Yes, nice to meet you. I have to go kill. I have to go kill Draclin.
Oh, well, you can wait a bit. He's very powerful now, and I think we have similar objectives. Don't want to go at it alone, right?
No, I'm fine with going alone. It's okay.
Okay, well, no. First my boon.
Your boon.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't have any boon to give you.
Oh, you have plenty to give.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm a spoken woman. Even in death, I am not.
Oh, no. That's repulsive.
I mean, I
No,
don't think I'm that ugly.
I want you to bite me.
Oh no, no, I wouldn't do that.
Why not? Got those good teeth for it.
Let me see if I can fix that. No, I don't want to make someone a vampire. That's wrong.
Not necessarily.
It's not good. You're gonna die.
But then I'll be back, right?
Well, you lose a lot. You can't really be outside in the sun. You can't really eat anything but blood.
I can already eat a lot of blood.
There's a heavy burden to being like this.
What else?
Oh, I can't believe this. I get bought back just to make someone a vampire? That's not right. I mean, simple wood can hurt you.
Box leg made out of wood. Urgh.
You can't enter any houses or anything without permission?
And no more stealing sausages from poor men's tables.
That is Bog's main way of entry.
Can't be in water?
But there's got to be some benefits, no?
I mean, yeah, you live forever, but you live a life that's not really alive. It's not something you should just ask for freely or without care, without thought. You would give so much up of your life. You would be like this forever. You always have this crave, this hunger. I almost, I had, you don't understand the will it took for me not to eat the one I love. I had to put myself into a statue in order to not kill. And then they still made me watch as the disease racked his body and died slowly in front of me as I couldn't move to hold him.
That does sound like an awful fate.
There must be something else I can do. Why do you seek such a... I see you are without a leg, but just not having one leg is not a need to go down such a dark path. I regret this.
It comes with great power, and Boggs thinks he can use that to help his people.
This power is not worth it, no. If you want something powerful, learn magic.
Boggs no magic.
Then you are more powerful. Then you know, then you realize. I don't know what magic you wield, but that is not without power behind you. That's not without something to fear. Have you not defeated those before you?
Not directly. I think he fell.
But still, this is not something to take. If I could take it back, I would. I would rather die and take to spend my last days with those I loved than have the thoughts of eating them and drinking their blood and choosing something worse than death for myself and still have to watch my beloved die in seizures and pain and not be able to hold them. For if I got too close, I would drain them of all their life.
You make a lot of very good points.
This should only be... This is not a simple blessing that has... I did this for the darkest of reasons. I did this to save the one I loved. If you wish to know more magic, talk to her, as she points to Samantha.
The tiefling or the elf?
The elf.
The elf.
Ah, fucker.
She knows she knows magic.
Yeah, but she's also an elf.
Only half.
Well, where will you go?
I will go and look for Draclin and try to kill him for what he did to me.
Why can you not wait?
Would you wait wait to kill the one who made you watch your beloved die in front of you?
That seems very specific.
Well, exactly. That's what I went through.
Yes, but if it meant that I'd have a better chance of winning in the end.
I mean, it's sunlight out right now, so I can't leave now. But yes, I want to kill Draclin. That is my purpose.
Well, can we convince you to stay a bit longer?
Are you gonna help me kill Draclin?
Yes.
Then I will stay for a bit.
How long is a bit?
As long as I am convinced we are on the same path.
And if I change my mind about the bit,
Then I will
you
go
will help me.
Then I will go without you.
No, I mean the biting.
Only in the most serious circumstances, not a carefree bite.
All right. Well, if you get hungry, there's plenty of blood downstairs.
Okay.
Need to go talk to someone real quick.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.
Run upstairs to, probably Vengion's room.
Well,
Do you knock before opening the door?
No.
You're about
all
to
this.
see
I'm
So-
gonna
some
revel
goat
in
dick.
my ability to enter without.
so
Benjion was there.
What is-
you said there
what
was
is-
a
what is-
conversation
what
you
is
wanted to
Boggs
be having,
entering?
though.
what is Boggs entering into? What is Fringion and Banks?
I think it would probably honestly be Banks and Iden talking about sort of what Banks was talking to the fox person thing, fox monster. I know its name, I just refuse. It's fox monster from now on. Just talking about, what we kind of had touched on before with like the anger and-
Feelings?
yeah.
Sorting through your feelings?
Yeah. So you just
Yeah.
you come into
You know.
Iden and Banks talking.
Hey guys.
Hi, Banks.
Boggs.
Or Boggs. Why do I do that every single fucking time? Hi, Boggs.
Do we have any really good manacles lying around?
I mean, there might be some in Banks's room.
Banks?
Did I see any? I mean, I imagine some sort of
Yeah.
restraints.
There's some really good strains down in the lower basement areas.
Oh, yeah. I think Buble keeps some manacles.
Yes, right.
Why do you need them?
We have a new house guest.
Oh, who are they?
Forgot their name, but they want
Victoria.
to leave, and we can't let that happen.
Wait, what?
Oh,
You're trying
why
to keep someone
do they want-
prisoner?
Yes, we'd like to continue their imprisonment.
Continue.
Yes.
Bugs?
Yes.
Do you
Bugs didn't
free
imprison them.
one of the statues? Tell me it wasn't the frog demon.
Temporarily, and no.
Can you put them back to a statue?
Bugs doesn't know how to.
So you let them go without knowing how to capture them again?
Correct.
Most of the people probably are they hostile? Where the fuck are they? Are we in
They
trouble?
She seemed very nice. Good at talking, convinced me not to get bit.
Oh really?
Mm,
Thunk it.
Why would you want to be bit?
power?
Pretty sure that was happening.
Well, can always go back on it. That's why we need to keep her here.
I got it. She wants to leave though.
For a dumb reason, she wants to go kill Draklin. But she will surely die. Told her we'd help her.
Well, that's fair, and I imagine
Kind of our plan, right?
it aligns with some of the things that, yeah. I mean, imagine Draklin's gonna have to be taken down as one of the primary houses holding up the Port Alliance right now.
Yes.
And I don't really like the fact that it feels weird sleeping in this house that he built, knowing that he's still creepy crawling around, if I'm to be honest.
Well, we know he's not in the house at least.
He's in one of the mirrors.
Yeah, not directly or so far as we know. It just feels like I'm wearing someone else's clothes. You know what I mean?
Take him off.
What? No,
Like
please,
the
not
bed
right
doesn't
now.
feel like my bed. It feels like I'm a visitor here.
I mean,
Ah.
will any bed feel like your bed?
To be fair, that's kind of how I acquired the name Farenvey.
Thought your name was Banks.
This is my surname, which is also a moniker,
Ah.
to be fair. But yeah, Banks Farenvey. The Farenway is an old word that means something along the lines of it's like feeling homesick for a place that you've never been. A type of wanderlust. So maybe I won't ever find a bed that feels like it belongs.
I mean, I didn't mean to bring the whole mood down. We were just talking about banks. Fuck, I did it again. Blogs.
I'm in a good place with it, but we should probably figure out the statue vampire that's running around the house.
Well, she's nice.
Well, why do we have to chain her up? Why can't... You said she would stay.
She only will stay if we help her immediately. And if she leaves, she'll die.
Well, how do you know she'll die?
Fox isn't stupid.
I don't like the idea of I think that if Draklin finds out we're freeing all of his statues, that's also going to be problematic.
Yes, warning to Draklin. Good thinking.
Yeah.
Fox thought of that too.
So perhaps but maybe we can just convince her and
Yes,
ask.
you guys are much better at talking than Boggs is.
And wasn't the blood guy was looking for a body to control anyways? If she tries to leave the grounds, give him the order to sock puppet her until we get back.
Does that work? Because, like, it's a vampire? I don't really know anything about vampires, but that doesn't seem like it would work. They have other people's blood.
Shit we don't understand with this house, but that we're fucking around with reckless abandon.
If he got bit.
What?
Boggs would know if he got bit.
I'm just more worried that you want to become a vampire.
Only to help other people.
But it seems like I mean, I don't know. I've met a vampire, but it seems like helping people isn't on their list of things. It's kind of eating people, sort of on their list of things.
Just the blood.
You need the blood, you know. You need blood to live.
It's an important part
Not all of it.
of the being alive equation.
I don't know. This doesn't seem like a good idea.
I'd prefer not to keep her here against her will. She's been in captivity for so long already.
You'd rather let her die?
Well, that's her
I'd
choice.
rather let her make the choice and caution her against the one in which she dies.
I mean,
All right.
we were just having a very long conversation
Strongly-
about choice.
Strongly caution. But I do think it's important that, I mean, you chose to free her, and no matter if those were reasons that were self-serving or altruistic, I think that she's free now. The cat's out of the bag. Maybe let's have a house meeting next time. Because this feels like
Michael Bublé
vampire Russian roulette.
I picked the least dangerous one. I think.
This time, which means, I mean, next time you pull the trigger, you don't.
Oh yeah, the other three sounded really bad.
But
Yeah,
maybe
they do.
if we're talking about choice, maybe we should just let them all go.
Oh, no, one is probably a psychopath.
Okay, but is it right for us to keep them held?
Yes.
Well, it's not. My only fear at this point is that it's not safe for the people of Belmetz to just release a few vampires, hungry vampires, into the streets who've
So,
been encased in stone for presumably hundreds of years.
so it's more important for multiple people, mean more than one?
I mean, yeah, right now, I think we can find a way to do it safely, de-escalate the situation, but
Need
I
to
think
keep as many people safe.
we
Well,
can't
you're the
fix
one that let a
every problem.
vampire out.
Bags had a plan.
And that
The plan is now bust.
It's changed. Plan
oh
has
look, it's the
changed.
consequences of your own actions.
Only because she's very convincing.
Oh, that
What was the argument? What
The
really?
main one was that I couldn't walk into buildings without being invited.
Oh shit!
can we
man.
uninvite her from here? Would that it's daytime. If we uninvite her, would she just go outside and die?
I don't
Probably.
think that's.
Don't we not want to kill her?
Yeah, we were just talking about free will and.
Oh no, I was just wondering.
It's just scientific inquiry.
Yeah, I don't know
Okay.
anything about vampires.
Yeah,
Other
really,
than,
we're kinda
like-
shooting from the hip here.
I mean, it's kind of strange when Boggs is our expert on something.
I mean, I feel like he's got a pretty strong moral compass. I mean, he had a conversation about being turned into a vampire, and he came to the right conclusion.
No, Bug still wants to be a vampire, but I'm just pushing it off.
You see, like, my skin start to turn normal Fangian colors and my ears stretch out. And I'm like, you think that he has a good moral compass? He brings fucking zombies around with him everywhere.
Where'd the other guy go?
No, he is gone for now.
I mean, zombies aren't inherently evil. I do wish, we
Neither
should
are
probably make an
vampires.
effort to, let people live before we turn them into zombies. Is a thing I'd like to talk to you about.
Reminds me, Bug should probably take that necklace off of, what's his name? That's
The
Pretty
uncle or whatever.
Pretty terrible existence, if you ask me. I will do that after this conversation.
Oh, what does this
Where
necklace
is-
do? I don't understand what.
It lets them regain their independent thought and personalities.
But they
But
don't
he's-
get back their free will, correct?
Correct.
Yeah. So they just know
Oh.
that they're enslaved at that point. So again, what were you saying about his moral compass?
That there's work to be done.
Indeed.
But that he seems to see reason through conversation, at least. And I think that's a valuable piece of building a strong moral compass.
Where's the vampire now?
Left her in the room, but
So you're
She
just
was fucked
hoping that she doesn't leave.
well, she can't. It's daytime.
Okay, but isn't this go
She's in
underground?
here somewhere. Not.
Oh, great. She's probably eating Eden, so maybe we give her a couple
I
minutes.
told her if she got hungry, there's a lot of blood in the basement.
I
Okay,
think
great.
Eden's talking shit in that room, like have like the frog demon
Yeah.
statue room, have like glass. It's got a lot of sun in it. It's like
It's
like
a
gazebo,
vivarium or
right?
whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think she's safe in there. She's talking shit to the frog demon.
Yeah.
I think, what if we just set that free as a little funny joke, you know? Wouldn't that
Yeah,
be
I
great?
really think we need more democratic means of deciding who and what gets
Are you
set free
saying
around here.
that the democratically elected mayors need to have some kind of democracy inside their power structure?
Man. Yeah, like that would be a god. You know, I kind of just got drunk and I remember saying like we should be mayors, and then as
Now you
I was
wanna be
coming out of it,
horses?
No, mayors.
mayors. And then you know, I came out of it and we kind of were. So
If I go to the window that's in my room, can I see into Eden making fun of the frog demon?
Oh yeah. You have to go to the balcony, but yes.
what's that look like, Eden?
I'm sitting there and I have my finger like a little bit from his face and you can just barely clear see like mouthing like I'm not touching you.
God, stop hitting yourself. I'm gonna point at her and message and be like, could you come upstairs to my room, please? Also,
Could
don't
you
get eaten by the vampire on the way up.
Suck my dick. Yeah, I'm coming up. Wait, what?
I'm not gonna reply.
As you like leave the greenhouse, you just notice a human female, kind of auburn hair, kind of plain looking, just wearing like definitely an outfit way outdated. Kind of just drinking from a bowl, and you see like a little smear of blood dripping down her chin. Hi.
Hi. You the vampire?
I'm a vampire. My name's Victoria. What's your name?
Jennifer.
Nice to meet you, Jennifer.
Yeah. I'm just...
Okay. I'm sorry, I'm just eating. It's been a
No,
while.
it's fine. You're good.
Okay.
Go upstairs to Fengion's room.
Okay.
Did you meet our new friend?
Yeah, I did. She seems nice.
Exactly. She's very nice.
Boggs, would you like to tell Eden what you did?
I don't think he has to.
Pretty self-explanatory.
Well, could you tell her your plan? You know, what do you want to do with her?
Well, now, I would like to imprison her for her own safety.
Imprison her with what?
Something downstairs, not sure.
I mean, yeah, I guess there are a lot of things to hold people in.
But we may be able to convince her to stay of her own accord.
They're
I
like
like
manacles
that.
made of words.
Yes.
Options more.
I mean, it's kind of fucked, honestly, to like imprison her after freeing her. Like, hey, you're free, remember? Oh, bye. Have fun in the basement.
Well, maybe one of you should have talked me out of becoming a vampire.
Well, maybe you should have talked to one of us before
Yeah.
deciding to become a vampire.
Yeah.
I mean,
To be honest, I was all for it. I didn't know it came with a whole fucking rule book of you can't go into places without asking. That's
Yeah, everything else seemed fine. Boggs already eats a lot of blood. Boggs doesn't like going in the water.
you
Yeah,
can't go in the
like-
water.
Yeah, I don't think vampires like running water. I don't think they can like cross
Yeah, you better
running
go
water
get
or
it.
something
Good.
like that.
Good, let's destroy the bridges to the city and then she can't leave. I mean,
Ooh,
I don't think the full city is encased with water, but
Yeah. What
How
if we
long
just
do you think
dig a
we could
moat
walk
around
it?
the building
around Dracklin's house?
and
You
fill
think he'd
it?
notice if we just started digging a moat on his property?
do you think she knows who the dolls are? Maybe.
Oh, that's such a good idea. Wait here. I'm gonna go downstairs.
Oh, I'm definitely following out of the
Okay.
room.
Hey,
Yeah.
hey,
I'm on the
Hi.
balcony.
hey.
Hello.
You know that room with the kids?
Oh, yeah, the children room. Yeah, I was
The,
in
the
there.
children room.
Yeah.
What's you know what's going on in there?
What do you mean?
Well, it's a
Are
little
they being-
unsettling.
Are they being bad?
They are depicting us being murdered right now.
Oh.
Yeah, they probably have made a doll of you too. They're very good at knowing what's going on in the house for some reason.
That's odd. Is little Michelle doing okay? She was always the
Which
timid.
one is Michelle?
What do you mean? She's the one with the really black hair, the purple eyes.
Is there one that looks like that?
Yeah.
She's as murderous as the other
And
ones.
then you have little Louie.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm. And then you got Marguerite. And then you have Kevin.
What the fuck?
Wait, what was the first one's name?
Louis,
Michelle.
right?
Michelle,
Oh.
Louie,
Michelle.
Marguerite, and Kevin.
Okay. Yeah, they're all good.
Oh,
Just dolls.
Oh, wait, dolls? They're not dolls.
No, they're
oh,
dolls.
Oh, Dracklin did his little experiment on them.
I guess.
Okay. He is looking for immortality, so.
I mean,
Yeah.
don't you kind of have that with the vampire thing?
I mean, yeah, but we can still die.
And
Oh.
so he thought turning something into a fucking doll would be a good idea.
Well, typically, like a wooden stake to the heart, one in water, sunlight, it's not perfect.
And you want to be this thing, Boggs?
Yes.
Still, after knowing that you can't go in houses, can't go in water, you go outside in the sun, you die, and wood hurts you. You're already all against metal, so like you're kind of running out of things to wear or hold.
Well, okay. Okay. All the ways that Boggs could die. Are they dead then? Is that what that
Oh,
is?
no, he was working with someone. I forget. I don't really know who. Something about taking people's souls and putting it in stuff.
What a coincidence.
Was he a dark elf? A drow? What are they called in this? Isn't Morzan a drow?
Lich.
Yes.
No, there was a fucking. We already learned that there's like a lich laboratory beneath the city.
Yeah.
Probably oh, I wasn't alive for that part. Never mind.
Seems like that's probably attached to the history of this place.
I guess. Yeah, I mean, that happened back with the Seven.
Wait, it happened with the seven?
Seven.
Well, they're the ones who fought the Lich.
Oh, okay. And
then they just let Draklin go.
Well, Draclin wasn't a lich.
but was
Yeah,
he
but,
working
like,
with the Lich?
Oh
Still up
no,
to some
he's
pretty-
working. Draclin's working with someone in some green cloaks and masks, and I don't know.
Of course.
God damn.
So more of the unending faith.
Oh yeah, that's the name.
Yeah. mhm.
Now,
But yeah, so they were doing something about taking people's souls, taking one soul from one body, putting in the other, then putting that soul in the other body, doing a switcheroo.
the old soul swap.
The
Yeah.
old balls and cups.
Doing that, just taking souls out of the body, so you have a immortal zombie type thing, and then the soul can go in someone else.
Oh yeah. Bug is gonna run out of the room.
Okay, he's just not dealing with his own
Oh wait, I
mess.
left the consciousness on in the other room.
Just that type of thing.
Yeah, just casual things like that.
I mean, it wasn't good, but I think
How
he was looking for a way just to live past his vampire form.
How did you become a vampire?
I was able to work my way through the household and try to seduce him in order for him to make me a vampire, and then I planned to betray him and save my beloved.
Okay, but do you deeply regret the whole vampire thing?
I mean, my beloved died.
Okay, but like, do you like being a vampire?
Oh no.
So, you wanted to save your beloved by becoming a vampire.
Yeah, because then I can make him into a vampire and he wouldn't have died.
Ah, okay. So at least we have something to say to Boggs. Hey, look, this has not worked in the past. No offense to you.
Yeah,
It's probably not going to work in the future.
I did talk with him. He seemed to have changed his mind.
For now.
Yeah,
He has a short-term memory
It's
issue.
very wishy-washy.
but it's okay. I'm gonna go kill Draclin, and you're gonna help me. He said we're all gonna do it together.
Draclin will
Yeah.
probably be on the way
Well,
here at
there's-
some point soon.
Here's the thing about killing Draklin, right? This guy's been around for thousands of years, right? He's goes way back from the 7 time.
Oh no, he doesn't.
Oh, I thought you said he was working with the Lich back when the 7 were
He's
Doing
working with the
shit.
unending faith.
okay. So
They
how
When did you-
old do you think Draklin is?
When did you get encased in stone?
Maybe like 5 years ago.
Oh, okay, so it's pretty recent.
I thought it was way long.
How long have you been a vampire before that?
About like a couple months.
Oh, so you're very new to this life, or death, whatever.
Yeah.
And immediately regret it. And I look around like I'm trying to accentuate
there's
that
a
for
little-
Boggs, and then I realize he's
Yeah.
not there.
A green blur in the
background. As you hear doors opening and closing.
Where did I leave that?
Where did I leave that zombie? So.
Okay, so you are not a vampire. Well, I mean, we control the home, this house, right now. I think it is best if we were to fight Draklin here. I think that would be the ideal thing. On home turf, sort of thing.
Yeah,
And
no.
we're going to make him suffer.
Well, I mean, he would just release the.
You like that, right?
He would release the demon, and just have that join him.
I don't.
Yeah, that's kind of been a big
And-
concern of mine.
Can he do that? Without.
Anyone who knows the name,
Oh,
like its
right.
true name, and I imagine.
Do you know its name, Victoria?
No, I don't know its name.
Could you guess?
Any of the other statues know its name?
Samantha-
I don't really think we need to go doing that.
I mean,
No, but we need to be able to control it if,
I mean,
if Draklin comes back.
Samantha was there who helped subdue it, so Samantha might.
That's
Yeah, that
right?
sounds like Samantha. Is Samantha good?
I mean, she did rebel against him at the end.
That makes me feel a little better.
What? Yeah, maybe we should free her too then.
And since Boggs isn't here to object. because he's off doing whatever Boggs is doing.
Well-
I'm just saying now would be the time.
I mean, do you think
Look,
that she would be
we
aggressive
just
towards
agreed
us?
on a house meeting policy for releasing anything
Yeah, but
from the
it's,
statue.
I think, a majority policy.
I think that he has earned a voice.
Did he?
in
He's
the
the one who
think-
released her.
That he is
But in
forfeited the
good
right to
faith-
have a voice.
He's agreed to run future decisions by us.
I wasn't
we hadn't
present
established the policy. We can't
I wasn't present
retroactively hold him
when
accountable.
I wasn't present when this was decided.
I feel like this is a very high tension. I don't want to.
Yeah, no, sorry. Do you think that Samantha would be inclined to help us, or what?
Oh, I mean, she's a quite
Yeah, what was that?
powerful magic user.
Okay, but
I'm
is
pretty
she?
sure she wouldn't be happy that she was trapped there. She was trapped before. Like that's why I was kind of brought on. She was trapped because like I was like the mistress, so to speak, and she was the wife.
Oh, so she's probably not going to be happy to see you.
Well, it wasn't my fault.
Okay, but you fucked her husband, so.
I mean, it was only hand stuff.
Okay, so
that
maybe she'll
doesn't
just cut your
count.
hands off that.
But like, I think she understood.
Oh well, so, but do
Well,
do
you knew
think?
her in life then she became a statue? What?
Well, when I was just a human, yes.
Like, before you started giving out handies?
I mean, yes.
Like,
not
pretty
my
handy?
not my best moment, but the things you do for love. But no, like yeah, I just wanted.
Yeah, I mean...
I don't typically give people hand jobs
Misguided
if I love somebody else. But that's just me.
Don't judge.
You know what?
Well, when you love someone and you see them dying, the things you would do would be endless.
They can just never mind.
I
And
got
we
that
stopped
necklace.
talking. Oh, hi, Boggs. It's really
No.
great.
Boggs-
We're gonna release Elf Lady.
Like hell we are.
Why do you hate her so much?
Got pointy ears.
So do I.
Got pointy ears,
Not
man.
really though.
Ralna
You're
has
okay.
pointy ears, right?
Lizzie
Halflings
is a
have pointy
pretty
ears, don't they?
pointy.
Yeah, but it's
Your
also,
ears are fucking pointy.
My dad's ears are pointy.
It's
Yeah,
the
well, you-
history behind the ears.
Oh,
Well, let's talk about it.
maybe she's sympathetic to goblins, though. You don't know. You can't. If you don't want to all be judged under one blanket, you cannot judge all pointy-eared people under one blanket as well. That's called hypocrisy, and no one fucking likes that.
Wow. You just...
That's a good name for a griffin.
Oh, it is actually hippo for short. I love it. Hypocrisy.
You know, I think that we need to put this to a vote. Do we let Elf Lady out?
I really wish that Relna would be a little louder and could have told us what she thinks.
I feel like
Maybe
can
we put
say
this
yes,
off.
but not today. Can we filibuster this?
I
Yeah.
mean, if it comes down to a vote and 3 say yes,
Exactly.
But
Isn't it?
I say we wait. I've got moon shit to do tonight.
yeah,
and
we don't
I'm
want
babes,
to.
I've got moon shit to do.
I
Also,
don't really want to turn our house into a fucking vampire civil war before.
we also are sort of fucked up still. So, like, I don't really want to. Like, I think we should prep for this. 'Cause it's
Hey,
possible that we're going to have to
Okay.
murder her.
yeah, maybe.
Well,
When
one of
you're
them.
in statue form, can you hear things? Are you sentient?
yeah,
Oh.
I saw
Oh.
everything and heard everything.
How close is she while we're having this conversation about
well, no, you
possibly
had-
killing her?
You
I just
had
want you to
upstairs.
think about that, Eden.
Oh, thank God.
You've been torturing that demon. It's really going to fucking
I
hate
don't
you.
give a fuck about the demon.
You will when it comes to eat your face.
Well, I hope you guys can kill it while I run around kiting.
I don't.
I hope we learn its true name before Draclin decides to utter it and release that fucking frog.
Or we can
Maybe-
throw it
Will
in the
be-
river.
Maybe we go downstairs and I have something I could try, maybe. Not going to release it, but maybe we can talk to it.
Oh, are you gonna try and like message her?
I mean, it's worth a shot.
Yeah. I don't see why not.
The worst that can happen is it doesn't work.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you guys wish to try that?
Yeah, I
Yeah, I'm
think
into
I'd go
it.
downstairs and be like, hey, it's kind of awkward. We just found out now that you're kind of like, you can see
Listening.
us and stuff. And we just want to
Alive.
say, like, that we really don't like Draclin. He's kind of an asshole. But, what are your thoughts on us? And I'm going to do that part in message to the statue creature.
Do you like me? Check yes.
Yeah.
Oh, hello.
Oh, she can hear me. I can hear her. Hello.
Yes,
I'm going to. Well,
Like
I guess I have to
speaking
keep messaging her back
messaging
and
her
forth.
Back and forth.
So, you hate Draclin?
Oh, very much.
Um,
Please feed me some blood, so I may deliver as torture after torture, painful and horrendous things to that man.
But what about us? What do you think about us? Like, if we free you, are you going to kill us? Yeah.
Oh,
Like, are you going to hurt us? Because we want him dead too. Yeah.
oh, I have no qualms with you at all.
Oh. Do you know the demon's name, by the way?
No.
Okay.
Fuck.
Insight check.
Go ahead.
Can I insight a statue?
Oh, is that disadvantage because it says pure voice?
Okay. What is it? Is it right click to advance? There we go.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay.
Eh.
Can't read it. Just a voice. She seems very sure and just a bit domineering. She's like, no.
Well,
Did she hear all of us?
Oh, I can hear you all.
yeah, she can hear us. She can hear all of you. Don't
You
say
like-
anything mean.
Do you like being a vampire?
Not anymore. I did once. I was able to study magic and study its ways.
Oh, she said she fucking hates it. She doesn't want to be a she hated being a vampire.
Damn, that 2 in a row.
Yeah, that's 2. Yeah, man. Not a very good track. Like,
I wonder if you could talk to the vampire kids with the message.
I don't want to try right now. Wait, so who else? What other statue is in this room? Because there's
Dragonborn and
Samantha.
Dragonborn and Tiefling.
The
I'm gonna
Dragonborn
ask-
was the other decent one, right? We
No.
thought that he
Dragonborn
might be
seemed
pretty
like a
cool.
paladin.
No,
Yeah.
Yeah,
that was insane.
Like, God.
Hyper aggressive and angry.
Against,
Yeah, that's
against other vampires.
Yeah.
Oh,
really?
I'm gonna
Poor
ask Samantha what her opinions on the other statues are. Like, are they aligned with you? Do
yes, they all aligned with me. You can free
Well,
So
one of us only tells the truth, and one of us always lies.
you?
Which one of you wants to die?
So
What about
Go ahead,
Vanessa? Vanessa? What, Veronica?
Victoria.
Victoria,
Victoria.
she's standing there and she's like,
I'd probably be staring at her as I was saying, Vanessa? Veronica?
She's fine. I
you know, she was doing hand stuff.
I do.
It was just hand stuff, don't worry.
It's one of the reasons I don't want to be a vampire. I can't have kids.
Oh, well, there's some kids
There's
upstairs.
a whole fucking room full of them.
Yes, we tried, but they weren't right in the head.
Are
I can tell.
should we get rid of those? What?
They're harmless.
Are you talking about
Mostly.
The
them or
dolls?
Eden right now, Finja?
Well,
I'd like to see you try and get rid of me, you trick ass bitch.
Can you
I
please
mean-
free me now?
okay, so I think we're going to think about it. We have some stuff to do tonight. I know that sounds horrible. We're kind of teasing you with this. I'm sorry. It's not our intention, but we just want to make sure we have everything right for you. Maybe some blood ready for you, you know? And that sort of thing.
Okay.
But it's been lovely talking to you. I'm so sorry, but after this point, you're not going to reply back. But you have one last thing you could say if you'd like to. Okay, other statue.
Yeah. that was
I'm gonna
fine.
talk to the Dragonborn one and try the same thing.
Hello.
So what's up?
You're
what
freeing
there?
us so we can get our vengeance.
There's a lot of like stipulation in this, like
Does-
not murdering us and stuff.
That's fine. I have no vengeance upon you that needs to be called upon.
Okay.
Ask about the frog.
Oh yeah, do you know the demon's name out back?
No.
Insight
That's
check.
really like a big point of like turning on Draclin right now is that if we release all of his other fucking statues, he's got this place hot wired.
Doesn't appear to know.
How do you like being a vampire?
I would like it as long as it lets me kill Draclin.
Oh god, he says he doesn't like it either, Boggs.
Man. that
Says
rock is
you really start missing water and sunlight like really quickly. You're like drawn to it. That's what he is saying to me. Yeah, it's maybe
did-
the next one will like it. You never know.
worth a shot and asking.
But okay, so you heard the conversation with her, so you know what we're doing basically.
Yes, tomorrow night you will free us, and we will start our crusade against Draclin's home and all that follows him, and we shall
Wait.
slay him.
You said his home. Do you mean this house, or do you just mean like his metaphorical like royal family thingy?
No, his keep in the Paniclar Valley.
Oh, but not this. Okay,
No.
Yeah, we like the house.
we get to keep
What?
this house.
What will you do after?
I will kill myself.
He said he's not sure what he's going to do yet.
I will not live a life of this abomination.
Actually, he says the vampire thing has driven him to want to kill himself, and he doesn't want to be a vampire. So,
That was Spark's plan anyway.
what to kill? What?
To
Okay,
kill
so-
yourself? Boggs, do we need to
Dogs!
Spark's-
Don't make me break out the grippy socks.
Come on, buddy. Let's
Okay, we're
Max.
going to talk to the other statue, sir.
Very well.
Hey. Okay, have a good time. What were you saying, Boggs?
Well, after Bugs helped all of Goblin kind, Bugs wouldn't want to hurt Goblin kind.
So you would kill yourself.
Maybe.
This seems again, Banks. I have to say, moral compass.
It's
like that. Don't you see there's like a kind of deep-rooted nobility in what he just said, though?
In killing himself?
That he wouldn't want to be a danger to the people that he had just saved.
So maybe just don't become a danger in the first place.
I think
Maybe
this is
can't
where
stay.
he could use a little guidance. But
I
his
I
heart's
think
in the right place.
that there's some issues that need to be
I
addressed.
feel like we can get you. We can
Hell,
be power. We can be a tribe of power that helps you accomplish this mission, and you're not going to be a danger to your tribe. Your
Man,
people.
Relna would be so happy to hear you say tribe so many times in a row. She loves that word.
Really, just like, I feel like vampires are the nuclear option, and I feel like we've got a lot of diplomacy left on the table, is all I'm saying.
So
Okay.
do you speak to the tiefling?
Yeah, I will attempt to. I feel like I'm gonna have a bad time with this.
Hello.
Oh, I was sort of expecting, something spookier.
Oh, no. I'm normal.
No, she's not.
Is it a girl?
It's a he.
Okay. So you heard all of what we were saying. Do you know the
Yes.
demon's name?
I do not, but I could find it out for you if you free me.
And how would you go about doing that?
By being free.
Okay, well, that
That
is not.
doesn't answer the question.
There's some magic that I can perform. A ritual of finding. However, I cannot do it encased in this form.
So you like magic.
Oh, yes. I'm gifted in the magic.
How long have you been a vampire?
Ah, a decade or so.
Okay, and if we freed you, you would want to kill Draklin.
Yes.
Insight check?
Head ahead.
You know, I feel really dumb insight checking fucking statues.
The intonation.
Oh,
It is so hard to read him, and he's just being like,
God, he's so statuesque.
he's like,
His face is like stone.
yeah. He goes, of course.
He'd be great at poker.
Do me a favor.
Well, I don't. What? What would you like?
Can you just put a piece of copper in my hand?
Absolutely not.
Be fine.
Why do you want the copper in your hand?
So that I could talk on my own.
Do I know
Copper
magically?
wire is typically
Yeah, it's-
used for
A component.
like the message or
Message sending,
Yeah,
whatever it is.
I think that for now you can talk via me, if that is okay.
Mhm.
And maybe we'll,
Oh,
get to a point.
You want to keep me all to yourself? That's fine.
And
Well,
we
I
only
mean-
hear Benjion's side of this
Yeah.
conversation.
You're going to hear Frenzy on side.
You can only hear what I repeat as well. Like, I'm paraphrasing all of this, obviously, with the
Wait,
vampire bit.
you didn't ask him the question.
Oh, do you
Oh,
like
yeah.
being a vampire?
Oh, it's opened so many avenues for me.
Oh, he fucking hates it.
Hmm.
So sad.
Boggs, I don't know if this is for you, buddy.
What?
Yeah.
That's
What?
that's 0 for 4.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I totally forgot. All of you, what do you think of goblins? I'll go in a row and get their answer. Like,
The tiefling goes, I have no care for them if they give me no benefit.
same.
If any of them work for Draklin, they will be slain in my wake.
Okay, next.
Samantha goes, they're a curiosity.
Okay, but you're not going to just, like, murder them all?
Why would I murder anyone?
Okay. The vampire saying that is not very believable. Next person.
Victoria goes, he freed me. I have no issues.
Oh, no, not you. Sorry, the Dragonborn. I know that you're
Me.
fried.
He
No,
said-
the
said-
Dragonborn, yeah.
Yeah,
There were
Yeah.
only 3
Yeah, only 3 statues.
people who were statues.
Yeah, but we only got the tiefling and one other
Dragonborn,
person.
and the
Dragonborn
and
was the
Samantha.
second one that said,
Dragonborn was
like,
Yeah.
Oh, so I haven't asked the tiefling yet?
No, you did. That was the first one.
that was the first one.
Yeah.
He said he doesn't care.
He doesn't care.
Okay, and Victoria doesn't care, and then, okay.
Don't care, curiosity.
Okay. So, Boggs, I have some horrible news. Just some really bad news that you're not going to want to hear.
Oh no, say it's not about
Oh,
vampirism and
well, no, it's actually about how
The
they feel about
survey
goblins. It's
Uh-oh.
Yeah, they really, really don't like goblins.
Well then, why would I vote to free them?
I'm just kidding. They said they like you guys.
Oh,
Oh,
No, they
uh,
didn't necessarily say that they like you. They were just kind of like, whatever,
They're
you
not
know.
anti-goblin.
Yeah, exactly. They don't really care. What?
not goblin.
Maybe I wonder if there's a lot of vampire goblins. Do you know that if that exists, Boggs?
Vomplins.
Goblins.
But not that Vox has seen. Maybe they know.
I'll ask Victoria, I guess.
I haven't
If
seen any.
Do you
I
want
can-
to?
No.
you can't hear this.
Victoria's-
unless I
awake.
say otherwise, I'm repeating what they say.
Oh, no,
Like what Rich
Victoria's not a
says.
statue.
Victoria's not a statue.
Oh, sorry. I
What?
thought Victoria was the
No.
half elf.
Oh yeah, sorry. I'm
Samantha.
talking about Samantha. That's who I
Hmm.
want to ask. I don't care about Victoria's opinions.
Oh, so what did you ask Samantha?
If she's seen goblin vampires, or if like what races have you seen goblins that are vampires? Is that possible?
Yes, I have. I think I saw one up north, behind the wall, as you people call it down here.
Oh, so can any race become a vampire?
Of course.
Okay. So yeah, Boggs, she has seen a goblin vampire before. But she said that he was really miserable. Like laid on laid on a rock all day and just cried and just couldn't move. Like very sad.
Today has just been one big blow to Bog's old self-esteem.
It's okay. At least you're not a vampire right now.
I
You
guess
know?
so.
True.
What if you
Could be
found this out
worse.
after?
Boggs would be laying on a rock crying.
It's true, except for it's daytime. You'd probably die. Again?
Yeah, but one of them was suicidal, so that could be. Ugh.
So I have a question for the party. Just kind of. Well, I guess that doesn't really work. I was going to say, what if we put the lantern on them? Like, do you think that they would see horrible things? But that's just kind of mean. And I forgot that we also can't see what they see. So that's
I
kind
just
of
want
not
to pull the
useful.
lantern out again in this room and see what it does. Anyways, I'm like really skeptical that I understand what the fuck this lantern does anymore.
As you take the lantern out, in the blue,
So he
in the
mentions
blue-
it, and I'm
Yeah.
like,
As the blue, eerie light fills the room, the shadows cast wide, and you see the shadows start to dance and move as they start to surround you in evil intent as they disappear to mist.
So what did you see?
well, I think I'm starting to learn the language of this lantern, so to speak. It's like it speaks more in parables, and I'm pretty sure it means that we are beset on all sides by shadowy darkness, and it threatens to overtake us, and where the fight for our souls is happening now.
Huh.
I'm gonna
That's
reach
just,
out.
I mean, that's just loose interpretation. I don't know.
I've
been
never
really on my
personally
religious kick today,
identified this lantern, have I?
You have
I'm
that.
just going off of what Charlie said.
Mm-hmm.
When did Charlie identify this? Did she have the rapier at the point of identifying it?
Yeah, I don't know. It was a pretty long fucking time ago, and then
Then you got concussions.
I'm just gonna reach out
It's kind of a blur.
and identify it. I don't want to hold it. I only want to hold it as long as I need to. I don't want to pay attention to what's around me.
Okay, so you close your eyes
Yeah.
as you do it. And you doing this as a ritual or is this a...
No, just I'm casting it.
Okay. And as you close your eyes, focus on the spell, it's like you feel something watching you, looking back. Identify the lantern. It is called Lantern of Revealing.
Lantern of what?
Revealing.
Okay.
While this lantern had light is on internal, like has no end. Only remit this blue light, and all illusions in its radius, the holder will see its true form.
Okay.
So
Wait,
it does what I
did-
thought it did. Says
So-
all illusions.
Let me just double check I got that 100% right.
But then why is this happening?
I think
Because we're fucking haunted?
I'm pretty sure there's one part I'm missing. I'm just pulling it up to be 100% sure.
Unless the illusion is like what we believe to be, I don't know, some like.
I mean, I'm really starting to think that we're just fucking haunted right now. And that, like.
I mean, your best friend or whatever turned into a moon or something. I don't know. I wasn't really paying attention. But. So that doesn't seem great. I would say that we would also not be in this room anymore. We would have probably.
Yeah, we're not having this conversation in front of the statues.
And the door is shut and we're on the other side of the house or whatever.
As a rule, we don't talk and shop in front of the statues.
Okay.
I mean, Eden, if you want, I kind of don't want to do this, but I could try the same thing with the demon. Although
I was just thinking that.
although I feel like I'm not going to enjoy the outcome there.
That we
I
hold the
mean-
lantern up to it, or that we
No, that I try to talk to it.
try to. Oh, yeah, that would be unpleasant. But I am so interested in this.
Wait, could you identify this? It's a statue, isn't it? It's like a thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Could you just
magical
identify it,
object
and would
right
that tell
now.
you its name?
You learn its properties and how to use it. No,
The
I don't
name is
think
a
so.
property.
Well,
A name
how
is
to use it?
a
is its name.
characteristic.
I think that's something you have to fight the DM over, and that's a battle I'm not going to take part in. I'll do it, but you're the one that's fighting that battle.
Property, noun, a thing or things belonging to someone, possessions collectively, an attribute, quality, or characteristic of something.
Mm-hmm.
But a name isn't a characteristic.
Yeah, it is. It's like a
To a
thing about
demon.
something.
You can certainly try.
I mean, I want to
How
first.
about this? I mean, before we get into fucking frog room, I would maybe suggest like, one thing is that right now only Draclin knows this thing's name, which isn't working out so great for the demon frog right now.
Oh, maybe it would tell us?
So maybe it would
I-
tell
I-
us under
Well,
the.
first of all,
you know,
I
not
don't-
that it could potentially be freed.
First of all, I don't think I should be in the room when you do this.
No, you will not be in the room.
Secondly, I don't think they're supposed to tell you their names.
But maybe we will find out, I suppose.
I forget if they can't tell you their names or they're just like not supposed to tell you their names.
What if we
I
force
think
it
it's
to?
just like bad form because then you have power over it.
Yeah.
Do any of you have anything to compel it to tell the truth?
No.
No.
Other than my fucking teasing it all the time.
I mean,
Well,
Rona does have the arrow, but I don't think that would work on a statue.
I mean, giving a false name, I guess, wouldn't really help it. I guess, just
we will find out, I suppose. It's not like it's going anywhere.
So what are we doing?
I'm gonna go up to it. And I'm gonna message. Eden is not in the room.
I'm just like standing at the doorway behind it, just watching.
And I'm gonna message. Hello. Can
Oh, hi!
Okay. you see like Benji and be like, what the fuck? It's okay.
What'd he say?
He said hi, but really aggressively. Like the most aggressive hi I've ever heard in my life. Very spooky. So what's your name?
I am the swallower of 1,000 souls.
Okay. This house is kind of weird. There's hand stuff, a lot of swallowing going on. I don't.
A BDSM room.
Yeah. So I'm assuming you don't like being a statue. Maybe he do like?
I must honor the deal
What deal?
with the one who bested me in a game.
What is this Draclin that you are talking about?
Yes.
What kind of
Pretty good at
game?
games.
What kind of game did you play with him?
He tricked me. Unfair!
Well, then you shouldn't be bested. I mean, what?
Being unfair is part of Demon's way.
Yeah, that actually kind of checks out, I guess. So what did he trick you into doing? I mean,
It was a challenge of swallowing things, and he was able to do it, and I couldn't.
okay.
What did he?
What were you swallowing?
I'm really interested in this game. I'm like taking notes. Like, can you ask what the rules?
Oh, God.
What are the rules to swallow? How do you play?
Yeah, how do you play swallow seas? Can swallow.
It was about who can eat the most hot dogs in a certain period of time.
What the fuck? That is honestly the last thing that I thought. I thought that Draclin would, challenge. I say to Banks, yeah, no, he was eating hot dogs.
Okay, look, that bullshit might have worked on Boggs, but
I am the swallower of glizzies.
Wait, what bullshit?
Hot dog eating contest.
He cheated. He used mini hot dogs. They counted for 10
Oh.
per hot dog.
Wow,
Damn.
that's really fucking rude. What if?
Yeah, but was it like timed, or did you just have as long as you until
It was
somebody
timed.
quit?
It was
Mm.
timed.
Oh yeah, that's
That's unfair. It's kind of
damn,
weird.
I'm gonna remember that though. That's a good.
This house is really fucking weird. So
It's got a very storied history here. I think we need to move to have it turned into a national landmark immediately.
or torn down, one of those. So, what?
Ask him if he likes me.
No, what do you think of the ugly human that is in here sometimes?
She looks delicious.
Oh, she's not probably.
The soul would be good.
Oh well, I mean, maybe. So you want to eat her? Is what you're?
I want to eat her soul. Her soul would be worth so much.
I don't think that I. We'll come back to that. So, what exactly did he trick you into? Like, trick you into being a statue? Like, what did he trick you into?
That's right. What are the contest? What's on the line?
Well, whoever won could have the other one do one thing.
And what was the one thing?
I'm the guardian of this place.
Okay, but
What's that job description precisely?
Well, as I found out afterwards, it was to guard this place from any of his enemies.
okay. So
we
are you kind of?
definitely don't want to be considered his enemies?
Are you tied to the ownership of the mansion?
No, only Draclin. Draclin's enemies.
Okay, but so you want to guard his home, right? Is what
Well,
he's told you.
Basically, I'm the guardian of his home here, yeah.
Okay, well, this is no longer his home, so you're not the guardian here.
Oh. Wait.
I
Yeah.
mean, you should know as a demon, the details are in the contract, you know? Got to be specific, so if he said guard his home, you're technically not guarding his home anymore.
We're guardian of his home
Right.
against all enemies.
Right, but this isn't his home. It's our home.
Prove
We
it.
live
His
here
home
now.
is actually
Can't do
way
the
north,
second
or,
part without the first part.
He
Yeah.
lives on the west coast now. He's straight up moved. I
You-
guess you didn't get the change of address.
You said you need us to prove it?
Yes.
Buble, could you come
Loser!
here? Yeah, I summoned Mr. Buble.
Yes,
Hi.
Mr. Fengion.
Would you mind informing our nice friend here of who the owner of the house is?
Are you sure you wish to do that?
Oh, wait. Okay, maybe. I was thinking, will this free him if, I mean,
We're not his enemies, technically.
you definitely are.
I didn't do anything to Draclin.
No, but I mean, if
I
what
can
I'm
eat
saying.
so many fucking hot dogs, Fijian. I don't know.
Banks is already putting his fucking bib on.
I'll just be like, you know,
Buddy, hear
hold
me
that
out.
thought, Mr. Demon Statue, and we'll be right back. And I want to go out into the main part where Eden's at. And
I'll kill this motherfucker, I swear to God.
okay, but here's the thing. So if this is not his home or whatever, and he is free, that seems bad. If what is keeping him here is that deal, and the deal is broken, I don't want a demon fighting us today.
Can't we just give
Well,
him
that's
his
why I
new
think you should
address?
maybe try and convince him that his freedom is in giving you his true name. Just before anything, because that's like the top card, you know, that's Ace of Spades territory. Like,
I still think he
regardless
should
of what
just.
happens from then on, if you know his name, you've got power over him. So that's kind of a failsafe, you know.
Yeah, what were you going to say, Eden?
No, never mind.
Okay, you don't have to tell me twice. Yeah, I guess I could go talk to him. I'm not going to try to break this contract right now, though. I don't think that's a good idea. The same reason that we should not free the vampires yet. Like, let's just do it all at once and see what happens. That would be great.
Let's do it all and then just leave
Just-
town.
yeah.
Just fucking.
Just as we're leaving, we just see like a mushroom.
By the way, I want my unicorn horn back. Yeah. This fucking blow town. Fuck
I'm gonna-
nuts.
I'm gonna go back into the demon room
Okay.
and be like, well, you know, if we knew your name, maybe we could set you free. You know, like your
Give me-
freedom comes.
Give me proof.
Well, I need some insurance on your side. You know, we're making a deal here, and honestly, I'm in a
Don't-
position to help
Don't
you.
use the D word.
It's okay. I'm in a position to help you, right? Like, you're not really in a position to make demands. You're kind of a fucking statue. So, like, sorry, but not sorry.
You wish to make a deal?
Potentially. Oh, this is bad. Last time I saw someone make a deal, Eden almost died.
This is like 1,000 times worse than that.
Yeah, no, I mean, at the end of the day, I don't have to let you out or anything, so I don't need to make a deal with you, you know? Like, I'm not compelled to. There's no real reason for me to. I was just trying to help you.
Are
But
you
if-
like
There's no-
knife foot?
There's
Or
nothing
hot
that
dogs.
you wish for?
Oh, there's tons that I wish for, but I also don't want to be eaten by a demon, so there's that. It's a pretty strong motivator against it.
Who says I would eat you?
Your fucking name says that you would eat me. Like your title. It's kind of, you know, sucker of hot dogs or whatever.
Then we have nothing to talk about.
Okay, we can talk later. I mean, you can't really stop me from talking to you. That's the thing. That's the funny part here. Banks, unless you
Yeah.
have something to say to it, I don't really know. I'm not making a deal with him right now.
I would message to Infernal and him,
Oh,
sort of deal would it take to learn your true name.
oh fuck. This whole time Banks has been messaging the people as well.
The Eden soul.
Oh,
Wait, if Eden what?
Eden soul.
Eden Soul?
do you say that
I'm
out
a
loud?
redhead, asshole. I don't
No.
have one.
Yeah. Sorry, but we're in. We've got a pre-existing pact
Belongs to somebody else.
contract with. It's all
Yeah.
otherwise entangled and obligated. Surely there's
Yeah.
some
You
other
can
game.
you can
of
speak to my
chance
manager
and
if you
wits.
want.
Some
The fuck
game
out of here,
chance and
Karen.
wits, perhaps.
It wants Eden's soul.
Mm-hmm.
I say to Banks. Like, I
Oh,
don't know
yeah,
if you're
no.
saying all of that in Infern, like if you're relaying messages to me or not.
Yeah. If that's all he's got to say about that, then I'll convey it.
I'm not willing to give that up.
He's got a hard on for Eden's soul,
I
which I mean, I kind of told her would happen.
I couldn't give that up if I wanted to.
I'm going
It's
to.
unfortunate because now we have a fucking frog on the premises that's likely
That is
kill us
claimed.
all in our sleep.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, whatever. At least we'd be asleep when it happened.
Hey, at least you guys are safe.
Okay, well, unless the demon has more to say, I think we are done talking to him for now, or at least I am. I don't know if you want to continue to growl at him or whatever you were doing. I don't know. Some goat language or something.
Infernal is
No,
a
it was
beautiful
infernal.
language.
It's my mother had me learn it. It's a
What?
language of contracts and whatnot.
Your mom had you learn Infernal?
Well, I mean,
thought
my
you said you
adopted
didn't
mother,
know. Okay.
Mother Moon.
They Moon
She-
taught you Infernal?
No, it's a title of endearment. She was a priestess of Korra, and the Infernal being a language of contracts and whatnot. It's like a valuable thing to know.
Okay, that's fair
Like,
enough.
especially here in Doveport, contracts are so shady and like layered with double speak. They're frequently written in Infernal for that precise reason, because the language is so thick with that type of deceit.
So, really, it would be more beneficial to talk to it in common then, if Infernal is so tricky, yeah?
I don't know. I wanted to let him know I mean business. We weren't talking particulars or anything, but he's been in this garden for a long time, and as far as I know, the most he's heard is I'm not touching you, and fucking
being taunted.
being goaded and laughed at. I thought maybe hearing his mother tongue would be nice. So
I was bullying him in his mother tongue too.
Of course you were.
You are a monster.
yes,
know.
yes. All these things about his mother's tongue.
Yeah.
I'm sure you.
I was bullying him about his mother's tongue in his mother tongue.
Ew. I hate it here. Can't wait for, Do we want
Yeah,
to try to talk to the dolls now? Might as well get it out of the way.
Please
Banks can do it.
don't be alarmed. Banks, they are in the process of showing how they want you to die.
Eden,
What?
are these really the? It seems like you're hanging out with the wrong crowd lately.
I'm
Is all I'm saying. Is
trying.
that
I
your
was trying
picture
to
seems
dissuade them. I went and I checked on them earlier that that's what they were doing, and I was trying to dissuade
well,
them.
let's see what kind of progress they made then.
I'm just telling you that
Surely you had a very firmly worded conversation
they
with
were
them
getting.
and explained.
Well, they don't listen to me.
That's well.
And
Let's see.
they can only really communicate. Sometimes they'll like draw you little pictures. Those pictures will most likely depict you being eaten alive by vampire children. They made me one of myself. I hung it up on my wall. It's very special to me.
Be troubling.
Yeah, just, when you go in there, I don't know what they've done. They've definitely probably progressed the storyline. I don't know if they're role playing or what, but I'm just saying.
As we're going in there, I'm casting protection from good and evil on myself.
I think you just don't drink the tea when they pour it to you. I don't think they try and take you over unless you take the tea, which I always take the tea because it's rude to not take the tea.
Yes, that's all well and good. I'm just not gonna take my chances. I feel like perhaps this would be a more sufficient means. It's like a security blanket.
Yeah.
But you do well. Just don't drink the tea. And I'm sure that's working for you.
Well, I always drink the tea, so naturally.
So what exactly are you saying to?
Are they still acting out the murders?
Message is the the cantrip of the day. We're getting some mileage out of it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna message and see if and just say can you understand this?
Oh, look, a new friend. Hi.
Oh, Jesus, fucking hell! Sorry, that's probably wrong religion. Wow, hot. Eden, what do you want to know?
Yeah, do they like me?
Do you like Eden?
Yes.
Oh, thank God.
She will become one of us.
Wow. What are they saying?
What's up with these fucking creep-ass dolls you've got over here? This one looks like me, and he's got a bag over his head.
It's fun to pretend to make it real. Reality is an illusion. Yes.
So these are fantasies that you wish to see acted out in real life.
No, not act out. Make real.
Oh, make real.
If you believe hard enough, anything is true. Anything's true.
Oh, they're manifesting. That's so cute.
Well, I think I have learned everything I need to possibly learn from here. What the fuck, Eden?
What?
I'm gonna give these guys just a stern fatherly preacher lecture about let's play better games and treat my friend Eden right.
Are you doing this via message or just not message?
Yeah, it seems like they. I'll ask them. Do you understand me when I'm speaking like this, or can you understand?
We understand.
Spoken
We
word.
see. We understand. We like to talk. Talking is nice. We like the words. We like the whites of your eyes when they go big when we talk inside your head.
Well, fuck. I don't really know. It was kind of a yes or no question, but I don't.
It's an
I just-
enthusiastic yes.
That's that they. I don't know. They like the whites of my eyes when they talk in my head. So I guess I'm gonna keep it there, and I'm gonna just continually.
You see as one of the dogs goes over and kind of like pulls one of the button eyes off of Banks's head.
Now you listen here, you little shit.
No, don't
I'd
do
have
it
the
like
mind
that.
to burn this fucking room to the ground.
No,
I am the parent of this household. You will respect my authority. I'm your new step mayor. And
what are you doing, stepmare?
these are not the games we're going to be playing in this fucking house anymore.
They just all like stop and just silently like turn.
You
and
can't talk to them like that. They're sensitive.
you see one of them like pick up a knife, and it just kind of like sticks to their hand with no fingers.
Wait, is it like an actual knife or like one of the
Oh.
wooden ones?
One of the wooden ones.
Yeah.
You take one more step, young man. I swear to Christ. I swear to Asli, I'm going to fucking take that knife and shove it right up your ass.
They are.
I will light this whole goddamn room
No!
on fire.
Stop!
They are walking towards you.
You can't back down. I'm telling you. They'll never respect your authority if you back down.
They're gonna give you so many splinters, dude. Just stop.
You watch as a little blocks of letters.
I got
suddenly,
my pistol in hand right now.
You watch this
I
little.
am.
Okay.
No!
The little tower of blocks of letters kind of falls over, and it just says "murder spree."
That's a big fucking tower.
What a big fucking now. And they just walk forward. You see one of them take some tea, pick up a teapot.
Thanks, Devon. No, you're pissing them off, dude. You don't want to do this.
One of them shatters the
Pissing me
glass.
off. Are you fucking kidding me? I'm pissing the dolls off. I'm pissing off the little goddamn vampire children monsters. I feel like I'm eating goddamn crazy pills living in this house with you guys. I can't take it anymore. I'm not gonna be spoken to like this by these fucking goddamn monsters.
Nice.
They had a bag over my head and they were pulling my goddamn eyeballs out.
They're just playing pretend.
I missed
Well.
a lot.
Yep.
We're getting into some real
They put a bag over your
Debate.
head?
No, they
over
made
my
dolls.
doll's head, and then they
Oh,
pull his
okay.
eyeball out, and they're like coming at me with a wooden knife and shit.
Come on, dude. They're just messing around.
It's just a prank
they
for
most
them.
certainly are not.
It's
Listen,
harmless.
obviously, we have some fundamental disagreements on how to rear our children, but this is not
They're
going
not
to be
gonna
acceptable
hurt
under my
anything.
roof. This is. If we stop now, they're just gonna walk all over us.
Oh, but they've already been walking all over me, so I just let them do it every time.
Yeah, that's kind of the problem.
But they're so cute.
I have a bar of soap, and I want to like move to stick it in one of their mouths.
Give me a dexterity check.
I like to imagine they've got like little nutcracker mouths. Roll
Okay.
to
Is
parent.
that a nat 20?
Yeah.
it was.
Yeah, nat 20. As you do, like you kind of like take this bottle of soap and you just watch as Michelle just holding the knife and just walking towards you, like little like more like waddling than walking with the wooden knife. as you just take the bottle of soap and just shove it in her mouth, and just and you see a little foam around the lips of the mouth, and just foam and fluff and starts coming out as she just starts convulsing on the floor.
What did you do?
And that's how you learn a lesson. Did I just kill a fucking kid? Bear? Vampire? I'll take the soap away and prestidigitate it clean. And message it. Did you learn your lesson?
He is powerful, powerful, powerful. Yes, cool. We will obey. Who should we kill?
Right now, you guys play nicely, and we'll keep you posted on the killing.
Well, they can't leave the room.
If you can.
Yeah, no, it's a good place for a business meeting with someone we don't like, though.
Oh my god, it's so good if you don't mind the potential of losing your memories / becoming a doll.
We are very
Hey.
quickly becoming super evil.
Look, I mean,
I don't have a problem with
the
it.
alternative is that we're going to have to murder these children stuffed animal vampires. So really, that's kind of just a...
I
I
kind of
just
want
want to
to
make
just
sure
like
that they have a father figure in their lives, and
I
maybe
well-
we set them on the right path.
you know, I do kind of want to like do something with this room though, and they do kind of like kill my vibe.
I think they suit your vibe pretty well.
Yeah, but I don't want to like
Like-
leave Savian's skull in here and then come back to like a little Savian doll running around, you know?
So you're looking for a reliquary to keep your
Yeah, no, I
fucking
want a
soul.
room to keep all my weird shit.
Yeah.
I mean, if
yeah,
we
that-
go clear out the lich, then you could
Don't
just
you
live
have
down
like
there.
the
I don't want
fucking
'em.
room adjacent to this room?
No, we all took them.
I know.
Yeah, but
that's
your room.
bedroom. Like, what is it? You keep your weird shit.
Yeah,
in your
but I,
room.
you know, I don't
That's
want to
what
like.
your room
I
is
don't-
for.
No, I want to have a room that I can like separate. You know, like separate work and sleep. It's not good to keep your work stuff where you sleep.
Jesus. We just got a fucking mansion in a city, and you're like, oh, it's not enough. I need what? All this shit was just in your
Do you
pocket
want me to
yesterday.
move into the Lich Cave? Do you want me to do that? Is that what you want
Damn
from
it, Eden.
me?
I just had. You saw what I did to this goddamn stuffed
Try
animal.
and put that soap in my mouth, motherfucker.
As long as you live.
I
under
got a
our
lot
roof-
more than a wooden knife, bitch.
Old person.
I'll make you call me daddy, motherfucker. You want to do this in front of these kids?
What-
Tearing
I
this
think I
family
was just
apart.
getting
Yeah.
their fucking respect.
I'm about to make them respect me if you don't shut the fuck up.
Good. Bring this energy next time. That's what I'm talking about. You come in here like you own the place.
I don't like doing that though. Unless I ever
good luck.
decide that I want to have
Your
an
new
office.
life as a. You just want him to move out and go to college so you can have a sewing room.
Well, no. I want them to move out and schmy.
Can we have this conversation outside of the room? I think I talked them down, and they're like in a place of respect right now.
I-Day. I-A Aunt Way. M-Thay. Ute. I-Day.
God, Infernal is very pretty.
It is. It's just flows right off the tongue.
Sorry, I'm a little rusty. I learned it for completely different reasons than Banks did.
What the fuck are you trying to do over here, Rich? I see weird error messages popping up.
Nothing at all.
Party kill module is not set up properly. What does that mean?
Nothing at all.
Release the dolls? What?
And as you enter, we'll leave the room. What do you guys wish to do now?
Let's see, what's on our plate? We could free the vampires, free the demon, free the doll people.
I don't think there's any
I feel
really
like we've
freeing them.
Is Taki still here? She's just like listening to us argue
Yes,
about all this
Taki is
demonic
still
shit.
here. Taki is still here.
Talkie just heard fucking me and Bangs just screaming at each other.
About murdering
I'm really
children.
sorry. Me.
You might want to reconsider that, Hush. Oh, yes, Taki
Yeah,
has
what
been
are-
here the whole time.
Can I just
Oh,
go and
we're
lean in the doorway of Boggs' room?
Oh,
Say,
hi.
hey,
Hi.
how's the mirror?
I got it mostly put back together. Don't worry.
Good.
I'll get everything done shortly.
Uh-huh.
I might just figure out a way to take it back to my place to work on. If that's okay.
Yeah.
Mm.
Well,
Why don't you
here's-
just stay here forever?
Shut the fuck up. No,
And,
we're not trying to
and,
scare or anything,
She
you
like
know?
takes like 2 steps back.
I'm just kidding.
Well, the
Okay.
thing is, these mirrors are kind of like, I don't want to say portals, more like
Portals.
They're
windows.
sort of like video phones.
Yeah, Mayor Boggs told me about it. Oh no.
Yeah.
They're like FaceTime.
I don't know what that is. Yeah, it was mentioned to me, so it's okay. I understand.
Well, we just, there might be bad people on the
Ethan,
other
maybe
side.
maybe not that voice,
Why
Ethan.
is your voice changing?
It does this when I'm nervous. I'm sorry. I'm talking normally now.
Okay.
But I just don't want someone to like look through the mirror while you're working on it and be like, "Oh, sorry. Oh, why did the mirror move? Who are you?" Like, I don't want somebody like, figuring out that it got
For your
moved.
protection.
Yeah.
Okay, I won't put the final piece in.
Well, put the final piece in, but can you just fix it here still?
Oh, okay.
Just like
Don't
mind
worry,
the
we'll
lady
protect you.
downstairs.
Everything is fine. We'll protect you. We'll see you. We'll stay with you until the job is done and see you out the front door.
This is
No
gonna,
harm shall come to you.
well, this is gonna be like a multiple day type job type
Yeah,
thing.
no, that's
We're at
perfectly
back
fine.
tomorrow.
As long as you are here during the daytime, I think you'll be okay.
That is not an
Maybe-
ominous time at all to mention. I'm-
Maybe
Open
keep
up
the
all
windows
curtains.
up.
I will. I will definitely see if this. It is
Hey,
getting kind.
how's your wallet doing? Did I forget to pay you earlier? I can't remember. I am so forgetful.
Here's 1,000 gold.
I don't know. Like I'm just gonna slip her like another 2 platinum.
Okay.
Yeah, we have a
thank
lot of weird things
Look,
going on
look,
here.
I understand this is a very strange house, and it's.
It needs some TLC. We're working on it.
I'm just gonna work on this mirror. That it's gonna be fine, and I'll get it back together. Please trust me, and everything will be fine. I'm not gonna disappoint you, and
No, we don't think that you would. I mean, you're great. Like, we have no
Everything-
qualms.
It's
Even-
going perfect.
Honestly, even if
Especially
you
how
can't
much
do
you're
it,
not.
even if you can't fix the mirror, that's okay too. As long as you give it your best shot.
Yeah, this is more like a bit of just like a little baby like passion project for us.
Really, like brass tacks here. I just want you to shut the fuck up about this. So, anything that happens in the house, let's say you're in that circle of trust right now, and that's a good place to be.
We really like you, Taki.
We like you a lot, and so we keep you protected in this circle.
And we're really happy to keep
Yeah,
getting
we
you the
trust
things you
you.
need for your craft, you know?
And you know what? Your tower, top priority.
Truly.
Yeah, we're big deal. You moving on up. You be showing that college rifle.
We might
What
be able to
for?
get that baby upgraded soon, if you know what I mean.
Yes, yes, I understand. I understand. Yep, but it's gonna be fine. I will make sure this is good and working and keep the sending spells going and the scrying on everything.
You're honestly doing a great. So we inherited with this house a lot of problems, you know, creaky
You don't need to
floor.
explain me. I don't want to know anymore. It's fine. I am fine knowing less than what I know now. But I'm gonna be here, and I'm just gonna.
Well, it's getting a little dark out. If you wanna
Oh, yep. And
skedaddle.
You could take a day off, maybe, or get the.
Yeah.
She bolts, and then you hear Victoria and that. Oh, hello, and you hear like, and just like runs out the front door.
We're gonna have to hire
I-
a new fucking wizard.
Should I follow her?
That's
No,
hush
no.
money. I mean, anybody else? Somebody's got to be on the inner circle.
Yeah.
I don't
Like-
think she wanted to be in the inner circle.
I don't think she
No.
wants to be in a circle.
Sometimes you
I don't
find
think she
yourself
wants to be in
fucking
the
circle.
city.
I think she
You
failed
think I wanted to be
geometry.
in the circle?
I
This
think
fucking
she.
house is crazy.
I think she's failing the vibe check.
I think she's doing the best she can. I mean, we're kind of used to
She's
shit.
trying to meet the vibe.
She gets a
The
participation
thing is
award.
that anybody, like, there's kind of a bell curve, right? Like, I'm afraid that we either work with her or we find somebody who's super into the vibe, and that's also a red flag.
This is also true. But I feel a little guilty, like dragging someone who's on that side
Yeah.
into the middle. I
Well,
feel like there's definitely
The
room
guilt
for
to
improvement.
safety ratio is also a consideration.
Allison's gonna come back next week, and we're going to be legitimate, like, liches just in this house. Like, Boggs will be a vampire. Eden will have her soul eaten by a demon. It's gonna happen in the last, 30 minutes, hour.
Yeah.
Everything seems fine at the house, though. I mean, it's kind of cozy. It's nice. It's not super dusty anymore.
I think that if we dusted just a little bit more, maybe touched up on some paint, get a little plaster on some of the cracks, it's got potential.
Yes. Yeah.
And
Wait, who was that?
Slather
I don't
the
know.
walls in holy water.
I just start hearing voices too, and it's like, what the fuck?
It's puddles in the walls.
Just
Yep.
be like, clean.
Yes. I cleaned. Be happy.
I mean, we could just walk around and prestidigitate some stuff.
Yeah, I think
Maybe
that
burn the
would.
doll room to the ground.
See, that's what I was saying a little bit ago, but someone was not
Wait,
on the
you
same
want to
page.
kill the dolls now?
Yeah, see,
I wouldn't.
this is
I
big.
do enjoy
I think she's
their
jealous
presence.
because they respect my authority.
I do
Clearly, we're
appreciate.
just walking all over her.
I'm a pushover, okay? I can't. I'm trying to make friends, and I didn't have a lot of friends growing
Maybe-
up. I don't know how to make friends. But
Okay.
I'm just saying, if we wanted the extra room, which I wouldn't be opposed to, we
You
just take
erase
them.
the circle in the
We
middle.
just. Is that all you have to do?
I mean, I don't know. It's either that
I
or
would
it's keeping them
imagine
in there. I'm not 100%
that
sure.
might-
I
just
thought
revert
it
them
was kind of
to
built into that
vampire kid.
table.
Ravenous vampire murder kids.
Yeah, that's
Are you-
also what I'm scared of. If we break the curse, they revert back to vampire children, and then we have to murder them.
Whatever. They're just fucking kids.
Yeah,
The
but they're
fucking
also
murderous intent in their
vampire.
minds seems to have very little to do with their current form.
Well, even Vanessa downstairs was
Victoria?
saying. Victoria downstairs was
You have
saying
Bog
that.
syndrome?
No, I did that on purpose.
Oh.
She's saying that when they turned them, they weren't really right.
Yeah, there was a whole lot of experimentation going on, which,
Yeah.
like, really, it's nature versus nurture, and I'm just trying to provide a firm hand and a strong foundation for
I'm
them to
just
grow
saying
into productive members.
the charm is starting to wear off, and they're not as cute as they were to me as they were at the start, and I wouldn't be mad if something happened to them.
I mean, at least you chose the room adjacent to theirs. It's a good place to be while you're sorting these feelings out.
You know, if you wake up in the middle of the night and you just hear me blasting things to bits, just don't check on me.
I hear
mean-
loud noises from your room. I don't plan on checking on you.
It's for the best.
Yeah. So, Boggs, what are your thoughts about vampirism?
Little torn. And
Well,
after
you're-
hearing that
you're
so many
torn?
of them don't like it, maybe it's not the best idea.
I mean,
That's progress.
I support you in whatever choice you want to make. You know, free will
You
is
know,
very important.
And I do too, but I'm just saying I don't think it would be the best idea.
I could talk to them again and see at some point, not right now, that's a lot, but talk to them about maybe why they don't like it specifically, and maybe you will like it, you know?
Maybe after we free them, we gotta sit down and talk.
Mm.
What is so where do you draw the line, Bugs? I mean, we've got these like little stuffed murder bear children vampires. Like, how do you haven't really weighed in on them?
Box doesn't really care about them.
So take it or leave it. We could set
Yeah.
them on fire and you're fine.
Don't really know what they are, so yeah.
I bet they were all elves at some point.
They do kind of get a little. Their ears are looking a little.
Wow. Wow, you guys are just using his systemic racism to drive your own personal agendas.
See, it's okay
This
though,
is just-
because his systemic racism is, you know, against other systemic racism. It's kind of this cute little circle.
It cancels each other out.
It just
Racist
it-
against racists.
it's more like it's more like a snake eating its own tail.
And
at this
Ouroboros?
point. Yeah. Ouroboros.
Autofellatio.
Well,
Boggs, where did you learn that?
stop going in Banks's room.
Can't read. How did he learn it? Banks, why have you been reading the books to him?
And, and A is for autoerotic.
H is for hand stuff. God.
You know, I like what we got going on right now. I think that, you know, maybe we stock the pantry with food that isn't made out of people. We can have a nice little dinner party.
You know what? That feels like a safe place to start. Fuck all this freeing statues and murder children. Can we just clean the kitchen?
Also, I feel like also mentioning, I don't know if we talked about this, I don't think that we did, but you know, the fucking lizard dude tried to kill me.
Yeah, we told him
Oh
to.
yeah, no. I mean, he's not
Okay.
going to kill you, but he.
We
is
said,
hunting
well,
you.
we did not
Part of
say
the game.
kill you. We said
He was
seriously
fucking raping me.
name.
Well, we made sure we talked him off of the killing
We-
ledge.
we-
He was going to kill you, and we
Yeah,
convinced him not to. So
you're welcome.
Well, that's really great of
Yeah.
you guys. Thanks so
Well,
much.
yeah, okay. Well, I thought we had this talk that it was really rude that you left,
yeah,
and
remember
he was
how
upset about that. And
Uh.
he is a lizard person
he
who
took
doesn't
it as
really
a
know
challenge to
how.
chase you.
Yeah.
Boggs, do you have lizard people? Are they up in the north as well?
Yes. Yes.
Wait
They
for
are.
the voice of God. Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Many of them.
Have you ever interacted with them? Is hunting like a normal thing that they do?
very good hunters.
I mean, he found me pretty quickly. I wasn't trying to hide, though.
You'll get
That's-
him next time.
No, I don't. What? Why are we encouraging this?
I mean, I'm
Don't
I'm
leave.
encouraging you. What do you want me to do?
Oh, you said I will get him next time.
Yeah. You.
Oh, well,
now
I
that
mean-
you're prepared, you've got
Yes,
the upper hand, and
John.
why don't
you
you
know.
try getting the drop on him?
Oh, I
Kill
should
my
kill him.
competition.
Not
Kill my
kill.
competition.
I don't want
No,
to
they
kill
just
your
choose
competition.
another one.
Kill them off.
This
No.
one seems kind of dumb. I think he's a good
Yeah.
proxy for competition. if you're
I
looking
already
at
got
stats today.
Sabian.
Is
And
Sabi? Wait.
I'm gonna find the motherfucker who took his place.
But if you have his soul, do you think that anyone took his place?
That's what I was thinking. Like, maybe I just cut her out, dude. That'd be so fucking lit.
So then we all agree it's Eden's turn to do the dishes, right?
Yeah.
I'll do the dishes. That's not a problem. But I'm just saying.
We don't have a garbage can. It's just Boggs stands there. And
I just scrape the food off
Yeah.
into his mouth.
then he chews it up and spits it in the griffin's mouth. It's a perfect cycle. It's called recycling.
Food never goes to waste around here.
No. And
The fuck? What is wrong with us?
I don't know. There is a knock at the front door, though.
Oh,
Come in.
no, hold on. Oh,
We're not decent.
Vampires need to be
Just throw a blanket over her.
No, I meant like, what if it's another vampire and
Yeah,
he just invited us?
exactly.
Okay, I'll go down and open the door a little and be like, hello?
And there is the god captain, Lexi.
Oh,
Ooh.
Hey!
how's it going?
you guys don't
You
know
got
that
something
yet.
to report?
I mean, we would have
Okay.
come down. We've
Okay.
all heard the knock.
Look,
I said come in.
Yeah. Hello. I hate to disturb you, so...
It's about the guy, right?
The guy?
We said for you to warn us if that guy started doing shit. Is that what this is?
Oh, no.
wait, what
Damn it.
captain is this? Is this Falcon?
They
No.
This isn't Falcon. This is the one that we
This is
told
Mommy.
to keep an eye on Falcon, right?
Yeah,
Is it the woman?
it's Teresa, right?
There was
Theresa
a...
May.
There was a... I'm not too sure. I hate to ask.
Bodies?
There is a body. A recent body was found dead. We couldn't quite figure out what happened.
Do you know who it was?
We believe it was just a young student here, some young 20-something-year-old kid. He was just here making art. He didn't really work. He just trying to make things and try to sell it on the-
Local artist.
Yeah. But I think his name was Jake. And
No.
Oh,
Jake State Farm, I bet.
Where did this happen?
it happened near the center, near the tower.
Oh,
ooh. Do you have a cause of death?
We don't really know. It looks like
Can I see it?
I was hoping you guys would come and help
He's still in one piece.
investigate.
Oh.
Yes,
Oh.
please.
Not particularly one piece.
How many
oh.
pieces?
I mean,
What time is it now? Like,
You can check.
you can check. If you actually look at if you
Yeah.
actually look at the calendar, it actually
the
auto-
time is
It's
actually
1:43.
moving. Holy shit.
yeah.
Or
It,
142.
it actually and it even,
Today we fucked around. Thanks.
Yeah.
Holiday.
Yeah. Yeah, the time's gonna keep. It goes up automatically. I have a timer set, so.
And then if you click on my my note, I didn't know everybody could see that.
Yep.
And immediately found out.
You can do remind me. You can send little alarms,
Oh, that's cute.
I wrote that about like
the calendar. Shane, if you
more
look
than
on the meeple thing. Is underneath what the fourth one down.
It's under the swords, the toggle Argon combat HUD.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, nice.
Neat.
Yeah, if you could.
All right.
It's kind of grotesque. We're not really too sure what happened.
Yeah, I'm sure that we would be able to hopefully shed some light on some stuff. Maybe you stay here, Eden, because
Nope.
you seem okay.
If you just follow me and, she leads you through the town. Does anyone wish to try to make small talk with her as she walks?
So, how has your day been?
Is this Teresa?
Oh,
Yeah.
Teresa, sorry, not
Is it?
Lexi.
Okay.
Yeah, Teresa, sorry.
All right. It's fine.
Fine. Business as usual. We are looking for more recruits to train.
How's
Yeah.
that going? Is it going well?
It's like the second day, so we have.
Oh, yeah. True.
We have a couple. We haven't really evaluated them.
That's really good for, just a few days.
Well, we have a lot of people who need work, so.
I mean, you have great go-get-'em kind of spirit, so that's wonderful.
Yes. It is nice.
Humble brag, I guess.
It's
Do you have any thoughts on this case?
very interesting. It almost looks like an animal molded, but it's hard to tell. I haven't really seen any attacks like this.
Oh, damn it, motherfucker, shit, dick balls. Hey, I mean, so much weird shit happening in town, and I can't help but notice that my goddess's holy day also aligns with another full moon-like.
Oh, we think
Occasion.
this might be a little woo.
I don't know, man. At this point, I'm not ruling anything out. It is like during the daytime, though, so that's kind of weird, right?
Yeah.
But
Well,
how
the
long
full
did you say
moon
the
is
body was there?
tonight.
It was discovered recently. It took.
The full.
Does it seem old?
No, it was a fresh murder.
Okay.
Freshly
Well,
mauled in the middle of
let-
the day.
I've done medical things before in my life.
You all seem like you were a eclectic bunch and might have seen something before on your travels that could assist.
Oh, we've definitely seen people ripped apart before, so...
Yes, and if you and as
Well,
you
true.
and as you look, you are there, and it's like you see guards kind of like blocking off an alleyway. You see a couple onlookers trying to like gossip in the corner. And they see
Don't worry, the mayors are here. We're here. We'll get to the bottom of this.
hear some claps. And as you walk through, the guards let you by, and you see what is a gnome male, young 20s, whose stomach area is completely like burst open, whose eyes and cheeks and all that looks to be actually eaten. You see like this part of his cheeks like eaten out, like a hole, like something that's dripping there, and tons of lacerations across his body.
I know what this was. This right
He was
here,
pregnant with a werewolf.
a possum attack.
Oh, an opossum, I think you mean.
They always go for the head first.
Yeah, they're vicious murderers, it is known.
They are very wasteful creatures.
Not really sure what a possum is.
No. It's a joke. It's a joke.
Oh.
It's a joke.
Maybe
I'm
Eden try
joking.
not to joke over the dead boy's body.
It's totally distasteful.
on us.
I've
At this point, I'm
just
my,
so
magic
used to
wand.
this. It's just another day at the job for me.
Teresa just like looks you in the eyes and like this very solemn look and goes, I understand. It must just be a defense mechanism for all the trauma you have endured.
I am so fucking traumatized. It isn't even funny how traumatized I am. And again, I haven't had a lot of time to work through it. I'm still working through it. I just
Right
got to
now
the
is
part
not the time to work through it.
where my dad wants to murder me or whatever, and that's in a box in the back of my head now, and I'm working through the rest of it. So I'm getting there. I'm catching up, and right now I will just let me see the body. A closer look.
All right. Please give me a medicine check.
Oh, a silence coin.
Fuck yeah!
The
Dr.
body is
Eden
human.
on the scene.
Eden,
Eden's-
the lights go down low as Eden starts talking like it's a fucking detective noir case.
It gets all like the sepia tone, like in the
Yeah.
background.
Male, 20s. Poor son of a bitch.
As you look over, you see like the blood smears across the walls, the way the wounds. You can tell which ones was first, which was last. You can tell that the first wounds were the cheeks and eyes, and then the gut was like the last wound. You can see all the laceration, the cuts on it, and you start to realize your joke of a possum wasn't too far off.
It's a werepossum.
Awesome.
It looks like to be rats.
Oh.
And one very kind of a little bit larger than normal rat.
Oh, fuck.
A rat of unusual size.
A rat of unusual size.
Can I become a rat? I've always wanted to be a rat.
I can be a rat.
Oh.
I want to be like a Skaven.
Oh,
I
God.
was like, this is powerful. I want to be a rat now. So, like, if they bite me, do I become a rat?
I'm just a
Yeah.
rare rat. That's what I want. Boggs wants to be a
Liz.
vampire.
This is the consequences of our actions.
What do you mean? What did we do with rats?
You weren't there.
Okay, maybe inform me.
Did we
Well,
deal
you
with
see.
rats?
Well, you see, there was this guy
fuck.
running pyramid schemes.
Oh, fuck me.
And I'm
Good
just
thing I activated the
speculating.
silence coin. I imagine I'm just like,
Yeah.
like as the realization is dawning on me.
And technically, this wasn't anybody's here's fault, but
Okay, could you get to the point?
Sparrow might have let a rat out. It was a pretty big rat, from what
Talking rat.
I was told.
It was
rat.
talking.
Locked in Morzan's tomb.
Pyramid scheme rat.
And you let it out.
We did not let it out. Sparrow let it
Sparrow
out.
was left alone.
Who the
With
fuck
the
is
rat.
Sparrow?
I don't know. She went for milk or something. I don't. She'll be back.
They aren't here
They're-
anymore.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they went with Zor and.
Who's the door? What the? Okay.
You know, the point is, we did let a rat out, and he might be very, very angry for being imprisoned down in Morzan's tomb.
Good news is he was told not to fucking kill us.
Oh,
I don't know if that extends to you.
He was
Benjamin.
told to not hurt people that looked like Sparrow.
What does
That's-
Sparrow look like?
That's open
Do
for
you have any pictures of
interpretation.
Sparrow?
Yeah, I guess there's a lot. She didn't really
We-
nail down. They didn't nail down the contract.
Yeah.
Because
Sparrow
would-
did have red hair, so you know maybe I'm fine.
Pointy ears too.
okay, so pointy
There
ears,
might
red
have
hair.
been
Short
for, like,
red hair.
Some like red hair grease. I'm gonna do like a just
Benjian's hair
green-
slowly
green
turns
eyes.
red.
thaumaturgy,
My eyes turn green.
glowing green eyes.
Well, I'm sure this could possibly
You
get
look
you-
just like him.
Yeah.
Great.
Fuck.
Yeah, but
Leave us
I
in
think
peace
his
and
name
call it
was. It was no
I definitely.
Trilly. His name was Trilly.
That's kind of a cute name for a rat.
Did you say that aloud around Teresa?
Well, we had
Oh.
silence coin activated, and we're like talking amongst
Okay,
ourselves.
that's why I'm just
I think-
wondering if you're allowing Teresa anywhere near this or no.
not yet.
Uh,
She
no,
is
I
very
think this
curious.
is a huddle moment.
Okay.
Yeah, but that's that, and I'm not saying that these two things are connected, but I am saying that this guy was definitely had his face eaten off by a very big rodent,
Yeah, it looked like
and we do know of one very big rodent.
Yeah, the face was
I-
eaten off. The rat went down the stomach and then popped out.
I thought it was a normal sized rat that when
No.
she let it go.
It was
No, it was a big rat.
When
it was a little bit bigger than normal. And just so you know, since
Okay.
you did roll a nat 20, this was not just one rat job.
Yeah, no, I got that part.
Okay.
I think he's got friends. I think he made rat friends.
I want to be a
Following.
rat.
So there's
Oh.
we've got a following of rats now, and
I do think we have a pack of rats. What's a group of rats called?
A rat pack.
a fucking problem.
Oh.
I got
You're probably going to get, some search results that say
A group
rat.
of rats? My Saren just told me this. A group of rats is called a mischief.
Oh.
We have a
How
mischief on the loose.
Yes.
Well, that is pretty normal.
Thank you for the
I
information,
think
Saren.
Infernal, it's called an impeachment of rats.
What is it in
And,
Goblin?
My in-laws' house.
A feast of rats.
Dinner? Like,
And I think with that, we're going to end tonight's session. As
Oh,
the party realizes some
That we have
choices.
made mistakes.
Look, my fingerprints are nowhere near that one.
Yeah, you guys aren't technically responsible for this at all. Just
I mean,
so-
under the mayoral
technically-
umbrella, we're like kind of responsible for it
Yeah.
now. But
We live under the word technically.
yeah,
yeah,
like-
That should really, we should go from tinnitus to technically.
Not a bad idea.
well, actually,
Well, actually,
Actually,
I'd have to point out to you that that is incorrect. According to the Encyclopedia of
Wikipedia of
Yeah. Okay, that was
that's
that was
a lot.
eventful.
yeah. I was kind of waiting for you guys to do something in the town. I was like, oh, this is, but fun, possible things could have happened. But you guys almost came so close to releasing Samantha, maybe still can.
Don't worry, we'll do
A
that
lot
next
of fingers
session.
on the trigger today.
Yeah, I
A lot
know.
of just walking around with our finger on the trigger.
I didn't want to
Bad
make any of
ideas.
those decisions without Allison, to be honest.
Yeah, I
Like,
get that.
because those are like possibly very bad things.
And
Like
I
us
think it
all
was important
dying.
for us to collect information on a lot of these.
Yeah.
Imagine us not just doing something on a whim. Like,
What? No.
oh my
How
god.
else would we do it?
What do you play it? What? Play it? Oh my god. I'm gonna get ready for fucking expansion time. Ooh. Already gonna
Yeah.
launch the game. Hell yeah.
Oh yes.
I know we're still live, but
We're
I'm
still
launching
live.
the game.
Oh, okay.
We're done with D&D now.
We're down to if we're gonna raid Stella Luna.
Oh,
I think some of you.
we've rated them before, right?
I think
Or am
we
I
have.
crazy?
They popped in, I think, once. They're actually starting a While Beyond the Witchlight campaign. There's a second session. It's gonna go raid them
Oh,
and say hello. With that, we're gonna call it a good night. Take care. We'll be back next week with the whole party as they decide to go find this mischief and handle all
and manage it.
the managed mischief. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez, we're just gonna get all types of
J.K. Rowling.
yeah, all the types of lawsuits are gonna happen
Yeah.
tonight. But have a good night, everyone. Hope you had a good holidays, and we'll be back next week.
Bye.
Bye.
Don't get eaten by rats.
Bye.